And good evening and welcome to Ronnie Fowler Stadium, home of the Jackson Christian School Eagles, as they host the University School of Jackson. And we are looking forward to a great contest tonight. Wesley Freeman alongside Coach Joe Holloway as we watch the two teams warm up. Wesley, your early thoughts about this contest?
Going to have to be physical on the defensive side of the ball tonight to win this one, Coach. It's USJ's a proven team, and they two-time state runner-up. So we're going to have to play really, really good defense tonight.
Absolutely, and they come in. We have totally restructured our line, and we'll talk about that because we graduated 5 seniors that started last year. They have returning starters plus 2 potential all-state and 2 candidates that could easily play big-time football on that front line for them, Jones and Seals.
That's
and we'll
right.
talk more about them in a little bit. We'll get your keys to victory, and I see already, and that is Jace Barksdale. I didn't know whether the lineup I was given didn't have him on it, but that's not anybody's fault. Sometimes things just don't get marked, but looks like he is warming up and working with the offense, and you can see USJ going through running their plays, and you get an idea of it. Both teams will run out of a spread or a pistol formation, depending on where they set the back is where it makes the difference.
That's
in
right.
that. Wesley, when you were in the high school, did y'all run the spread or did you get under center?
All under center.
All under center. Of course, he played for the legendary Jerry Hayes, and I do mean legendary, folks. If you don't know Jerry, you have missed it, and we're going to have Jerry on, though, sometime during the season on the Saturday show, and I am checking for TSSAA information, and we've got a whole lot of things to talk about, games in the area. Just off the top of your head, beside this is considered one of the top games in the area, and it should be. These two teams last year played to a 16-14 victory by the Jackson Christian School Eagles. Great field goal was kicked. You can go back. It's archived on YouTube, and you can go back and run it to that point last year. But that's last year. That has really no bearing other than experience of the players has improved.
Right.
Your quick thoughts on this contest and some of the other contests coming up?
Well, I'm curious to see how we match up defensively with them. I know our offense can move the ball. That I'm not overly worried about. I want to see how we match up with them on the defensive side of the ball. Also, another key game that I kind of want to keep interest in is my old alma mater, Southside, playing Martin Westview tonight with Ty Simpson.
They have got to handle the passing game. Now, Martin Westview has a running game, but it's nothing like that. Your alma mater has improved, or have they really? They were good to begin with, but they played one of the toughest schedules in the state of Tennessee through 5 games.
Yes, probably should have won the Ripley game opening up, and then turned around and all they did was play Hardin County, Peabody, and the other one escapes me. The 3 hard teams just out of the chute. And then got a real good victory last Friday night over Liberty, and was there at that game.
And speaking of, you mentioned Peabody. Peabody has to travel to Lake County, and that's not necessarily an easy contest. Lake County's had a lot of trouble with COVID. They haven't played many games, but they were expected to fight this year with Peabody for that region title. Peabody should be a prohibitive favorite in that one. And then you've got a game of interest. Northside comes back last week and beats South Gibson, who has a fine team. Now, South Gibson had some injuries. They had 3 injuries I know of that were of either starters or guys that played a whole lot. South Gibson has to travel to Henry County, which is a 5A school.
Yes. That'll be a match I'll be interested to see as well, how South Gibson handles going up a classification to play Henry County.
Absolutely. That'll be one. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a 2-minute timeout on the Jackson Christian Football Network, and you can see this game and hear it on many sources. Jackson Christian's Facebook, Jackson Christian Booster Club Facebook, Worthy Road Studios, and the BallGame Blitz brings you this. Plus, they'll archive this game tonight It will be archived forever on YouTube. You can also listen on the radio if you're driving your car around on 93.1 Grace Broadcasting, and you can also go to WNWS.com and pick up the broadcast there. We're going to take that 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll talk more football on the Jackson Christian Football Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation. Bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee. If you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, home of the Eagles, where there's 22 minutes and approximately 50 seconds on the clock. And we're looking forward to a great contest tonight. I know that Carlos Spencer, who's a supervisor of officials for the Southwest Officials Association, is here to observe the work of the officials and the team. Southwest Association, part of the TSSAA, and the late Buddy Patey used to do the same thing, and of course the late Billy Scribner, two of the great officials. This is a game that it's not only crosstown rivalry, it's a region game. What can you tell us about the USJ Bruins, Wesley?
Well, again, crosstown, enrollment of 196 kids. Last season they went 10-3, lost to Davidson Academy in the state finals. They're out of their Division II, out of the West. Head coach is Michael Strapp, 58-42 overall. Their offensive coordinator is Tommy Browder, defensive coordinator Mike Jones. Offensively, they pretty much run out of the spread, but sometimes they, like Coach mentioned, will get into the pistol and do some things like that. Defense, 4-4 to a 3-4. Returning starters on offense, they have 12, 6 on each side of the ball. Their last playoff appearance was last year, 2020. Playoff record of 50-31, so they've been to the playoffs quite a bit.
They have been over their long history.
Key returnees, Josh Jones, Riley Seals, Steele Haynes, Gabe Williams, Mark Cox, Rory Jones. Great kicker, Ben Pledger.
Who also is a college prospect,
that's right.
too.
Nick Stamper, Parker Barnes, and Sawyer Phipps.
Now, we know before you send text or call us or whatever, Wesley knows that Tommy Browder passed away, and our condolences, but it was a nice thing because he was their offensive coordinator and a good guy. He and I were the same age, and we will miss Tommy and all that. And I know the folks at Jackson Christian sent their condolences, and several people on the way up here stopped me and said some nice things about Tommy, and it may be opposition, and the two schools may want to beat each other's brains out.
That's
but it's a shame to lose Tommy Browder, just like we've had several losses in the sporting world over the last week here in the state of Tennessee. And but again,
I just
our
wanted to give him a
condolences.
little bit of love.
And you sure did, and you did it right, too. So, like I said, don't get too excited. Let's tell you very quickly a few things and give you some facts about Jackson Christian School. They are the Eagles. They were 8-4 last year. They lost to Davison Academy in the quarterfinals. Davison Academy has moved up to the AA division of Division II, and probably were that size last year when they played. But the way they do it, that's the only way. Sometimes that last year you're in an area you're a little bigger than the teams you're playing. Is Darby Palmer now is 22, or actually he is now 24 and 25, and he took over a program and has built it back up. Like I said, they were 8-4 last year, and we have 4 wins and 1 loss this year. That one loss to a AA team.
That's correct.
And so we do. The offensive coordinator is Harold Hooper, and some people call him Lee Hooper. We had him on the recap show, and he's going to come back and do it again. When, of course, Brian Bullard also comes in. Defensive coordinator Rob Phillips. They run the spread. Some people call, and when you move the back and place him differently, they call it the pistol. We'll run some jet sweep. We can throw the football, but we're actually a running team out of the spread offense.
Right.
We have only 1 returning offensive starter, 8 defensive starters. We played in the playoffs, as we told you last year. Our playoff record is 21-20, but the big stat is we have the only state championship since playoffs started in Jackson, Tennessee.
That is correct.
Before the Jackson High people get me, those were won in the days when they did it like college used to, the newspaper polls, et cetera, like that. Some key returners, of course, you've got the man, we call him Tackler Nash. His real name is Tacker Nash, averaging 12 tackles a game. I saw the stats on that today. The other linebacker is Chance King. They're both seniors. Cameron Boyd is a fine junior running back. Greg Thaxton returns to the offensive line. Brandon Bennett to the defensive line. The Swiss Army knife himself, Walker Ray. There's not a position on the field he can't play in baseball or football.
Yep.
And Gage Boykin is the new quarterback this year. C.J. Carrier, very fine young man. He's playing tight end, even though all the books like Murphy Fair and Donovan Stewart stuff, things like that, list him as an offensive and defensive lineman. Cedric Anderson doing a great job. He's a sophomore offensive tackle. But we did lose the 3 wideouts and 5 offensive linemen that started. And, of course, we'll tell you more about the starting lineups and some of the young men that will be playing in those positions in a few moments. Wesley, are there any little small items that comes to mind to you right now? And we'll have a small recap before it starts about Jackson Christian and USJ tonight.
I think it's going to be a battle of who can hang on to the ball and who commits the least amount of turnovers. That's always a key. Take care of the ball for Jackson Christian. Put together lengthy drives to keep USJ's offense off the field, I think would be key for us. Obviously, they've got, like you mentioned, two guys that will more than likely play Division I college football over there and on USJ. So if we can control the ball, control the clock, keep the turnovers down and the penalties down.
Absolutely. You're right. And we've got some young men that are going to play college football right now.
Sure.
Tacker Nash on a little smaller level. It's not that much smaller. He is very sought out and has had, I know, at least 8 schools that are terribly serious, and probably there's a bunch looked at, and there's more than just those 8, but 8 that are just serious about recruiting him. People like Chance King. Cam Boyd's going to play somewhere, but he's a junior, so we're not rushing you off, Cam.
Sure.
We're going to keep you around.
Absolutely.
Now, a key man tonight on my tidbits is going to be Eli Gay, the center. Eli has to replace Presley, who was our center. He's not got the experience that Presley has, but Presley's worked with him and helped him. Eli has a hard job because he'll face a nose man. As you told him, they play 4-4 sometimes, but they're really with 3 down linemen most of the time and a stand-up linebacker that walks up, and he'll have a guy on his nose. Look for maybe a wrinkle or two in our offense tonight, but we, the philosophy here at Jackson Christians, we want to be the best at what we do and try to control it that way. USJ's philosophy is much the same.
Sure.
They're going to do the things. They may have a wrinkle or two for us because both teams want this contest. Now, when we come back, we'll tell you about some of the games. There were 2 in West Tennessee already played yesterday because over in Memphis they can't get enough officials. They have to play some Thursday night game. They also don't have enough fields anymore, especially with the fairgrounds field not being used. But our focus tonight is right here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, supporting the Eagles and hopefully bringing back a victory. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, more football on the Jackson Christian Football Network.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
We are back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, and I remember when they turned the first dirt on this stadium. It was a long time ago. Jackson Christian opened up without a football team and then later added the program and became pretty good at football. Actually appeared in a bowl game in the 80s, and then, like I said, in the 2000s, they have the only state football championship in the city of Jackson. And a very proud factor for them. Of course, their former coach, Brian Stewart, is over at Briarcrest now, coaching there. In just a moment, we're going to let Wesley give you the starting lineups, but let's tell you about some very quickly. Please go by and support these people. Tell them you heard about them on Jackson Christian Football. And that's Mann's Wrecker Service, Deaton's Carpet One, Snookum's Steakhouse, Kimberly Evans with the Hickman Realtors, and Kimberly, a really super agent. Dynamics Physical Therapy, and they are great people. They have the trainers. And, yes, you got the ink pen from them. You are the man. And they do the training here for Jackson Christian. Lonnie Cobb Auto down in Henderson. Go by and see my buddy Sid Chapman down there. Sid's a good guy, but they got a lot of other. And, of course, Ben Vargason, Great American Sports. But if you don't want to talk to Ben, talk to my friend Wesley Freeman. He'll fix you up. He can take care of you. You working tomorrow?
No, sir. I'm headed to Tuscaloosa.
He is headed to Tuscaloosa. And, of course, Race Clips Men's Hair Salon, and they do such a great job. They are south of town, but it's worth the drive.
Yes.
Guarantee it is. Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance will bring you the first downs. Mitchell's Body Shop brings you the great replays, and Southern Family Dentistry. And they are great people. They do the hard dental work on you. They can do the easy dental work too. But Nathan Nash, who also coaches with the group on the 5th and 6th grade team, and a former player here, Nathan is the head of the Southern Family Dentistry. Okay, let's give them the starting lineup for Jackson Christian, and Wesley's going to give you both offense and defense.
Sure. Quarterback, you have Gage Boykin. Tailback, you'll have Cam Boyd. At the wideout spot, Walker Ray and Jay Mosley. Another wideout, Cooper Cantrell. At tight end, C.J. Carrier. Left tackle, Dalton DeLoach. Left guard, Liam Cox. Your center, as Coach mentioned earlier, Eli Gay. Right guard, Greg Thaxton. Right tackle is Carson McGee. On the defensive side of the ball, two defensive ends, Chilton Smith and Carson McKee. The nose is going to be Cedric Anderson. The dog, as they love to call it here, Caleb Newsom. The Mike linebacker, Tacker Nash. Sam linebacker, Chance King. The wheel linebacker, Wyatt Jones. Strong safety, Zach McDonald. Free safety, Jalen Mosley. And then you have Campbell Scott and Walker Ray.
Walker Ray. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. A 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with Jackson Christian football.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
And the place to be tonight is Ronnie Fowler Stadium for the USJ Jackson Christian football game on the beautiful campus of Jackson Christian School. And if you can't be here, Jackson Christian's Facebook, the Booster Club's Facebook, Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz Facebook page. Also, the game will be archived on YouTube later tonight. 93.1, if you're driving around in your car, you can hear this contest on 93.1 and also at WNWS.com. You have to click on the good guys bar there, Jackson Christian.
That's right.
Tell you, and we're going to tell you more about it later. Very proud. Our middle school won 2 games this week.
Yep.
They did a great job. They will finish their season. They've got to play 2 again next week. They'll play on Tuesday and Thursday, and I believe Thursday night is 8th grade night to honor the 8th graders. All of them will eventually move up there for football, but some of them may be moved up this year. I see our captains, Cam Boyd is out there. Looks like C.J. Carrier and Tacker Nash.
That's right.
And Steele Haynes, I can see for him. I cannot see the others' numbers.
25 is going to be, that's Steele.
Yeah.
I believe the one in the middle, maybe number 50.
Is that Jones?
Yeah, that's Josh Jones.
And it may be Pettigrew out there. Berkeley Pettigrew. I want to say that's 18. The helmet, Cam's helmet's right where his numbers are for me.
Me too.
Okay, keep the turnovers down tonight. Wesley, you go with me. Anything that you want to throw in there, but we have to keep the turnovers down. And we usually take the football first, or if the other team gives it to us first, we'll gladly accept it.
That's right.
We have to play smart football, controlled, and we want to take time off the clock. And it looks like that we are going to get the football first. We'll make sure.
That's
yes, we are. This year has been one of those unusual years. Usually I'm 100% sure. This year has been like I said, a fun. And Wesley, any final thoughts before we get ready for kickoff?
Just take care of the football, like you mentioned. Ball control. Make sure we score, and on defense, make sure because I know they're going to throw the ball some. Make sure that we defend the pass really, really well tonight.
Absolutely. Don't forget about Worthy Road Studios. They do church services, weddings, funerals. They do all kinds of ball games. Yes, we've done soccer because Will Cisco and I called a soccer game here last year. I've called one this year. Will's the much better play-by-play man in soccer. He knows that stuff. His brother will be the kicker tonight, as you were told. And we are waiting, and let's see who comes through. Jackson Christian has gone ahead and come through their banner first, and they make their appearance. USJ was going to wait and make their appearance second, but that's okay.
You know, Coach, I look across the way and you see some empty seats, but all of a sudden, man, you look down here in this end zone and it's full.
It is full. There are people on the side. Look at the light pole over there. There's a bunch of people. There are people standing over the fence on the USJ side there. So, and look at that hill, though, down to our left, Wesley.
Yes, that's incredible.
There are a lot of people there. Bill Hamilton of the Saturday Sports Roundup is down there. That can be heard 10 to 12 on News Talk 101.5, the most electrifying show in Saturday sports entertainment, even better than the national shows.
There you go.
And they'll be there. Now, it's no secret who will kick off for USJ.
No.
And this young man hits the end zone most of the time. Ben Pleasure, he is a senior.
Yep.
And early in the contest, just about all of his kicks go into the end zone. He did have one or two last week that came up about a yard short of going in, and they fielded it on the field. FACS did not get a very good return out of it. You know who's back for us. The trouble is we have to keep it disguised.
Yep.
Jalen Mosley will be one of the deep men, and let's check and see who is with him because it looks like we have made a change. Zach McDonald had been being back there on those, but
28.
And we'll check our rosters. And I hope I didn't put that roster back up.
Coach, here we go.
And we are ready. Pledger will approach the football. And you can almost hear the thud of the foot. It looks like it is going deep, about 2 yards deep. And Jackson Christian will have it their first possession on their own 20-yard line. Field position could be important in this game. USJ wants to strike very, very quickly and get going very quickly. Jackson Christian wants to grind a little time out, and they want to do their thing on offense. And like I said, there is the possibility of a couple of wrinkles.
Coach, you see across the way where it looks like that smoke?
Yes.
From the student section over there? The Southside game last Friday night, you know what that is?
What is that?
Baby powder.
Baby powder. All right, like LeBron James throws up.
Yeah.
Man coverage with a one-high safety, it looks like. Running play off of right tackle. Cam Boyd's going to get a couple of tough yards.
Yep. Maybe give him, give him about 4.
And we'll see who gets up off the bottom. It looks like Nick Stamper. His dad was a great athlete in college and is assistant athletic
director. He still looks like he could play.
And they will go strong side, weak side with their matchups on defense. They've got 3 down linemen, some stand-up linebackers, some movement. We hand off on the jet sweep. That looks like Mosley. He'll be close, but probably about a yard shy of the first down.
Really good run there. Just off tackle, did a good job up front blocking it. Going to mark him about a yard short, Coach. Big third down right here.
And it is one of the biggest of the night. You don't want to give the football up. We run a 2-man stack with Walker Ray, and again, I'll have to pick up the jersey number. We've got a blocking back now. Gage Boykin checks it out because the plays are signaled in from the sideline. Gage has informed his line. Now the corner's going to come off on the far side.
Yep.
We run the football. It's first down. It is a State Farm first down. And that's Wes Harris who brings you those.
Good hard run of gain of, they're going
to give him 5 yards on that carry.
I thought he reached the 35. Hey, we'll take it.
We will take it. 8 yards on 2 carries for our man Cam Boyd. And the initial first down by the run. Again, they give it to Boyd. He wants to get outside. They turn him back in, but he's got good yardage across the 40. Spinning for another first down, and that is a Wes Harris State Farm first down. He goes from the 34 down to the 46-yard line, a pickup of 12.
Yep. Good hard run there by Cam.
3 carries, 20 yards. Good blocking by the Jackson Christian offensive line.
Off to a good start.
And 2 first downs. That's 2 Wes Harris State Farm first downs. We send Mosley to the slot to the left of the formation. We're unbalanced to that side. They give to Campbell Scott. The hard runners across the 50 down to the 46-yard line in USJ territory. He'll be just a hair short of the first down, maybe
about 2
now short of it.
And he's not a big kid, but, man, he runs hard. There's a replay there, Coach, we get to take a look at. They just give it to him. Great job of blocking, open up a big old hole, and good job by Mosley there not to hit that guy in the back.
Absolutely. Now they bring the wide out to this side as Walker Ray. You've got a blocking back, a flanker to the left. They'll send him in motion. It is the jet sweep, Mosley. They've got it played pretty well, but Mosley makes yardage, gets the first down, gets across to the 40-yard line, a 6-yard pickup, and another West Harris State Farm first down.
Nice little cut back there by Mosley. Is that 4 first downs already, Coach?
Yes.
Jackson Christian moved the ball really, really well, all on the ground so far.
Yes. First and 10, ball on the USJ 40. We are unbalanced, or we may be back balanced now. We'll have to check that out, see where the guard. We're back balanced, but here's a hard run, and even though he got hit around the line of scrimmage, he picks up a tough two. That is Campbell Scott, and gentlemen, we must stop on the whistle.
That's right. Of course, everybody's playing hard, crosstown rivals, and it could get a little chippy, but let's hope not. But
it could. But that's what the guys, you can trust your car to the man that wears the star or the striped shirt.
That's right.
8:29 to go. It's 2nd and 7. Ball on the USJ 37. Wide side of the field to the left, and you see him look over here to get the play signaled in. Watch Grant Boykin steps up, informs his people. Slot to the left. They give Cam Boyd. This time the man tries, and Boyd's got yardage. He's got the first down and more down to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 for Boyd.
What's that put him at, Coach? About 60 yards?
No, it's 32 now. No, he had a 3, a 5, a 12.
That's right. Mosley had the others.
Another 12.
Here we go again. Look at that again. Just ran by the first guy, and then just fits that hole up in there real well and gets to their secondary.
Of course, we'll have official stats at halftime from Greg Armour. The sliders to this side. There is a blocking back. Here's the handoff to Boyd. The hole closes quickly. He hits it, bounces back. Now this time they'll stack it up for probably no gain.
Yeah, I believe that's the first play USJ's had to where they have no gain, where Jackson Christian has no gain.
And
look, coming in the ball.
Ty O'Neal looks like the man that got in on that one and stopped that play for USJ. 2nd and 10, ball on the 26 of USJ.
You got Tacker in as a blocking back.
And he can be a very good one. Now he is going to be the wing to the left of the formation. Let's see if they run to Tacker Nash, but they're going to bring Mosley. It's the jet sweep. He wants to bounce it outside. He's got 1, 2, 3 hard yards, and now he's driven back by a host of USJ tacklers. One of those young men on that tackle is Hudson Ham, who plays defensive back for them.
Coach, he got about 6.
He really made, yes, he did. He made hay while the sun shined.
He sure did.
3rd and 5, the ball on the USJ 21. Walker Ray to the left. Mosley goes to the slot on that side. Nash is the wing back, and he had to check in since he wears 58. They fake the jet sweep. The quick toss to Walker Ray. He's got it. Can he get the first down?
Yes,
he keeps those legs pumping. He'll be awfully close.
He's got it. And this is what I was talking about before the game, Coach. We are bleeding this clock.
Really are 5 yards there on the pass play, but you know what? That is the 5th West Harris State Farm first down.
Just a nice little flip out there to Walker, and as you said, he just kept turning his legs and got the first down.
Ray and Mosley to the right. Campbell Scott in at running back for Boyd. They're going to try the tough man. He cuts it up. This time the backside kind of caves it in a little bit.
Yep.
We may have even lost a half a yard. We'll check and see where the spot is. It's spotted on the 15.
About half a yard.
Maybe half a yard.
Yeah.
So it is 2nd and 10 and a half. The scoreboard evidently, and no scoreboard has the half.
No,
so they call it 2nd and 11. It's really 10 and a half. The ball's at the 15 yards from pay dirt. Now we go unbalanced to the right, blocking back to the right. Scott bounces it out to the weak side. Can he break the tackle? He's going to get 1.5 tough yards, and it's going to be 3rd and about 9.
Yep. Stop there. Amongst a bunch of them was Sawyer Phipps for USJ.
Absolutely.
Well, we got the yard back. Now we just need to get 10 more.
A big 3rd and 10. You have Zach Cisco, who is capable from this distance. I don't know which side yet. I need to talk to Zach sometime whether he likes the left hash mark or the right hash mark. Wide side of the field to the right. Slot right. Wide Jones in it, blocking back. Gage Boykin gets it, tosses it over the middle. It's complete to Wyatt Jones, holds on to it. Did he have enough? No, he doesn't for a first down, so it's decision time.
But you know what that does right there, Coach? That puts the ball smack dab in the middle of the field.
Just like, almost like a long extra point if you want to kick the field goal. It's a tough decision.
I think they're thinking about it.
They may go for it. It's going to be 4th and 3. The ball is on the 7-yard line. 4th and 3. The Eagles have chosen to go for it.
This could be a hard count, see if we can draw them off.
It could be. Here's the man in motion.
Yep.
And he'll come and set up on the right side. They look back and check, and now looks like Jackson Christian's going to want a timeout.
Yep.
They're going to talk it over. We're going to talk it over on the Jackson Christian Football Network with a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after 30 seconds.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Jackson Christian football, they've driven it down to the 7. It's 4th and 3, and the man with the leg, Zach Cisco, has come on. And holding for him is Austin Kelly. The snapper is Walker Ray. The snap, the kick is up.
Wow.
It looks good. The referees say it is good. Jackson Christian leads 3-0 with 4:07 to go in the first quarter. Let's take another 30-second timeout on the Jackson Christian Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Back at Jackson Christian after that exciting kick, Wesley.
I tell you what, the way he kicked that ball would have been good from about 40 out.
Absolutely.
He kicked a stew out of that ball. Both teams a little juiced tonight so far, a little adrenaline.
And it is that, USJ's got to be proud of their defensive stand. We put points on the board, and you don't want to leave points off the board, just like you don't want to take points off the board. Zach Cisco to kick, and the USJ's thinking he will short kick in directional. He did reach the end zone the last game we played. Did not get over the head of the receiver, and he will bring it up the middle, and we've left a hole.
Yeah.
And we've got one man that's slowing it up, and a great return by number 8, Jace Barksdale, the wide receiver, defensive back, sophomore, playing for USJ, and so they get great field position in Jackson Christian territory to start the game.
Yeah, that was a great return by Barksdale, and just caught us where we weren't.
Yep.
As the old saying goes.
Somebody got out of their lane in the middle is what had to have happened on that. Now, USJ will go with, and I'll have to keep you appraised, they go trips to the right. The power of their formation, they are end over. And they throw the quick screen out there, and that looked like Barksdale. He's going to be run out of bounds.
By number 88 there, Coach.
That's right. And Barksdale, the first pass is complete, but
for a yard. No.
Maybe no gain.
Well, they're going to back him up a little bit, a yard.
They had to drop the chains.
Get out of the way for safety, yep.
And there is a -1 on that one. It is 2nd and 11. Good defense that time. We're running the one high safety man coverage on the outside. Give straight up the middle, hit, and holding on is somebody down on the ground, and then a couple of our big linemen, including Wyatt Jones, to help finish it off. Was that Nash at the bottom of the pile?
I believe it was, Coach.
And then that brings in number 70 for us. And that's Chilton Smith. And so Steele Haynes with a no gain.
No gain.
No gain there, and it brings up a 3rd and 11. The ball is on the Jackson Christian 43. The wide side of the field will be to the left. They'll go with 2 receivers to the left, 2 men in the backfield, a wide out to the right. Here's Pettigrew looking across the middle, and it goes through. It's intercepted. It went through the hands and picked off by the senior Walker Ray.
Wow, what a play.
INT, it belongs
Here we go, Coach.
to the Eagles. Replay.
Check this out. Just a ball. It was fairly well thrown, just off the top of the hands, and a great diving play by Walker there to pick that ball off. Give the Eagles the ball back on the 31.
Walker, known as the Swiss Army knife because he plays so many positions. He slices and dices. He's not the easy peel thing, though, that they advertise on TV. His dad is an assistant coach with the junior high, or I call them junior high. They're middle schools, actually. Yeah. And what a great, that's a senior memory right there for him.
Yes, sir.
On our own 31, we have the football. The man in motion, they'll go straight ahead. Breaking a tackle and spinning is the running back. He'll be brought down at about the 34, maybe. I don't think they'll give him the 35.
Yeah, gain of 3.
Gain of 3. And that is Cam Boyd, who adds to his. I believe he's got approximately 35 yards. Official stats will come from Greg Harmer at halftime.
Best in the business.
I had to hand draw my stat sheet tonight, and I think I didn't make my boxes big enough.
That looks good.
But normally I have a form that I use. But in moving, the form is somewhere. Walker Ray to the left. Mosley, T.J. Mosley. Now they're going to go with shifting the running back. They bring Boyd outside. He cuts. He dices. I think he lost his shoe.
Ran out of his own shoe, Coach. Look at that.
Faster than a speeding shoe. And again, Cam Boyd with positive yardage will bring up 3rd and about a long 3.
Yep.
3rd and a long 3 for the Eagles of Jackson Christian. Some good blocking tonight by the interior line. The ball is on the 38. The wide side is to the left. You got a wing back. Now they're going to shift and go end over and wing over. Let's see where we head. They being USJ got penetration then, though. And USJ saying there was a fumble. The officials are saying it was down. Let's see, or not. You can see one of the coaches out on the field.
4th down.
And so very little gain that time. Matter of fact, may have lost a half yard.
Yep.
It'll be 4th down. It's a punting situation, and Zach Cisco, who kicked the field goal, has come on, but a big interception by Walker Ray stopped the USJ drive.
We got to have good special teams coverage right here.
Let's see if they bring the hard rush or if they return. Most teams return to their bench, but they don't always. It's the hard rush, and he barely got that one off. It'll be fair caught back at the 30-yard line.
Man, a little bit of a low snap there. Good job by handling that and getting that kick off.
And with 54.4 seconds, USJ gets the football for the second time, trailing 3-0.
Get another big stop, that'd be good.
Stop would be great right here. And remember, the middle school's in action next week with a couple of games.
I'm excited about seeing some of those kids come up. Some of those guys are pretty good-sized young men.
Vaughn, the quarterback, Lucas and Tristan, we'll tell you more about them. Here's, again, the quick screen out there, and this time USJ, he's gone.
Yep.
This one will go 70 yards. And Wesley, I cannot see his number because it's those light numbers.
They are the light ones.
Yep. And a 70-yard touchdown pass. That looks like Barksdale.
Yeah, Barksdale.
So USJ has taken the lead back with
the replay. Just a little slip screen out to the right, and he just outruns our entire coverage.
Well, when you miss that tackle, you are in trouble.
Yep.
So a missed the pass play to Barksdale.
Yep. Pledger on the attempt to PAT.
And he is a very fine kicker, just like our kicker, Zach Cisco.
Yes.
There's the kick. It's up. It looks good, and it is. USJ has taken a 7-3 lead with 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on the Jackson Christian Football Network. Back with Jackson Christian trailing 7-3 after the 70-yard touchdown pass on a little slip screen. They just need a couple of blocks, and then if you miss a tackle, and that's what they're trying to get you into, Barksdale took it. Jace Barksdale, 70 yards. Now, Pledger usually hits the end zone, especially early in the game.
Yep. If for some reason he doesn't, a big return would be nice right here.
Mosley, one of the men back. Of course, I cannot see the end zone. I have to depend when our camera goes that way for our monitor. But here is the kick, and it's a nice high kick, and it's going to go about 3 yards deep in the end zone.
Yep.
And that is Zach McDonald that was out there wearing 28.
Is. That's right.
That time. Okay, Wesley, what do you counter with right here?
Just some of the more of the same. I mean, running the ball well, long drives, lean on that defense a little bit, and if we could stick one in the end zone right here, go up, and use a lot of the second quarter, I think that'd be big for Jackson Christian.
It would be, and I agree with Wesley on the running game. Gage Boykin is 2 for 2 passing in this contest. It'll be a slot to the left. They fake. Boykin takes about a 5-step drop. Cranks, pumps. The ball is up in the air.
Call.
It is taken away, and C.J. Mosley in a foot race. Could he go all the way? Give him 6. Touchdown, T.J. Mosley.
80 yards. Wow, here we go, Coach. Here we go. Take a look at this. They did a fantastic job of giving Gage time to throw, and Mosley just wanted that ball more. That ball could have been picked.
Yeah.
Good job by Mosley fighting for that ball and then getting into the end zone.
You did not catch my mistake. I called him TJ.
Did you?
That's his dad's name. That is Jalen Mosley.
Jalen.
Freshman touchdown.
Yes. 80 yards.
Absolutely. That'll get your stats going.
There you go.
Here's the kick. It's up. It looks good. The referees say it is good, and Jackson Christian has regained the lead at 10-7, and we're going to take a timeout of 30 seconds here on the Jackson Christian Football Network.
So what?
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
And we are back at Ronnie Fowler Field after we've had two exciting plays, a 70 and an 80-yard touchdown.
That's right.
Jackson Christian regains the lead, Wesley.
Well, so much for a methodical drive, huh?
So much for slowing the game down. These
right.
teams are racing up and down, and I don't think it's what anybody expected.
I didn't.
Now, I think they want to keep and kick away from Barksdale, who nearly took the first kickoff, and it looks like Steele Haynes back with him. Zach Sisko, the fine place kicker for Jackson Christian, tees the football up right on the X. Of course, you can put it off to the side at the hash marks and stuff. He takes the little skip, punches it. It's going to bounce. Picked up by one of the up men. That may be Drew Morris. We'll see. And he's got a good return. We've got a hole. I see a lane that's causing us problems, and Drew keeps moving his feet. We had a lot of tacklers there, but we've got just a little hole. Everybody's got to run down, and you've got to be spaced evenly. Yeah, and that gives them great field position in Jackson Christian territory with 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. The ball is going to be in the Jackson Christian 48-yard line.
Drew lost his shoe on that one.
We run out of shoes. We have shoelace tying lessons after the game. No, those things get pulled on and everything. People, you even step on your own feet. 3 receivers to the right, but it's a running play. Steele Haynes breaks into the secondary. One-man Walker Race is going to slow him up. He was slowed up before that, but he gets a first down and a really nice pickup down to about the 32. A gain.
About 17.
17 for Haynes. There's 11 seconds with the clock running. USJ may choose to let the clock run out.
I believe they will.
See a little talking between players stuff. 1 second. Time will run out in the first quarter. Jackson Christian has a 10-7 lead at the end of one quarter play. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Come back with more Jackson Christian football on Worthy Road Studios.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
We are back here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium to start the second quarter. Wesley, what's Jackson Christian got to do on defense? Because they have cut a couple of holes in us.
They have. We just got to, again, play assignment football, play your gaps, continue to pressure the pass, and hopefully we can get a big stop here.
After that first down, that's the initial one for USJ. They have the football on the Jackson Christian 32, 1st and 10. Trips right. And they're going to try Steele Haynes left side. He bends it back, gets good yardage as he found a cutback, and he does read those cuts.
He does.
And did a good job of that one. Gets the ball down to about the 27-yard line. Probably a pickup of 5 for him. I've got him with 3 carries, 22 yards. And, again, these are unofficial stats.
Right. Did a good job of defending that play for the most part, even though he gains about 4. We were in the right lanes and gaps.
Yeah, 2nd and 5. They signal their plays in to also from the sideline. Here come the Bruins, 2nd and 5, ball on the Jackson Christian 27. Again, the give to Haynes. He bends it, he gets hit, but he's got yardage to about the 25, so a pickup of 2.
Got a helmet.
Somebody's helmet come off because
that's Haynes, Steele Haynes. He's got to go out for a play.
Steele Haynes, usually he's replaced by the freshman number 5, Noah Spencer, if you'll help me check that out. Again, USJ with those light blue numbers.
Coming in the ball game was number 31, Kevin Finch, a junior.
Okay, so they did not bring 5 in for him.
They did not.
And see Pettigrew out there, of course, at quarterback. Drew Morris is out there. Barksdale will be out there some. I don't see, and we'll check the running backs out. Here's the snap. They give on the read. There's a hole you can drive a Mack truck through, and they took it down inside our 10-yard line. So the second first down by USJ, and that was a big one.
That was a big hole there.
Now we see the goal line defense going in for Jackson Christian.
Here's the replay, coach. You take a look at that. They just blocked that well, and man-to-man, good tackle by Mosley there to save a touchdown.
Okay. First and goal from the 6. Steele Haynes back in there. They zone block it, and then Haynes is allowed to bend it and break it. He can cut against the grain. Now, sometimes it's the counter tray or the equivalent of it. They give to Haynes again.
Good job
and
there.
This time he is held up, and I see number 71, Cedric Anderson, in there. I'm sure Cedric had some help. Now, here comes the flag. Somebody probably said something.
Probably so.
And we'll sort this one out for you. The white hat will give us a signal. Wesley will tell you all about this one.
Personal foul against Jackson Christian. Personal offsetting. They're offsetting.
Offsetting penalties, so we won't even bother to record those two.
That's right. Ball goes nowhere.
Interesting. I have some opinions on the offsetting penalties, but
I do too.
Tonight's not the night to talk about those.
We'll talk about that tomorrow on your show.
Of course, the light numerals won't be illegal in a year or so when the National Federation going to have more dark. Now it looks like the USJ won't say timeout at the 9:36 mark. And a good job by the official to recognize that. Let's take a 30-second timeout with Jackson Christian leading USJ 10-7 on the Jackson Christian Network.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we are back. The teams are breaking out of USJ is now breaking out of their huddle. Second down and goal from the 6, Wesley. They're going to go with 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. What are you calling? You're an old quarterback.
This is definitely going to be a run play, I would say.
Now they've got us in a regular defense with just 3 down linemen.
No,
they fake it. They throw outside. That looks like that they have Raleigh Seals open for a 6-yard touchdown pass, and USJ has regained lead. Was that Seals or not?
I can't see that number. 24.
If it's 24, it's Seals.
Right, yep.
And Pledger on to attempt the extra point. 9:31 mark in the second quarter. 6-yard touchdown pass. Is snap, the kick is up. It looks good. The officials say it is good. The score is USJ 14, Jackson Christian 10. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come back to Ronnie Fowler Stadium.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
Boy, it's been an offensive shootout at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. USJ has regained the lead at the 9:31 mark, 14-10. Pledger to kick off, and again, it's still early in the game, and he is pretty good at reaching the end zone. Zach McDonald and T.J. Mosley. I did it again. I've got his dad, but he runs somewhat like his dad. I think he's a little faster than his dad. Jalen Mosley, and we'll get it going, Jalen. And here is the kick. This one is going to be a little short.
It is.
It comes down and it's brought up the field, up the middle, and running hard.
That was Mosley there.
It was Mosley. He didn't get to bounce it outside like he does a lot of times.
Yep. Get him down to about, the 22? Yep.
And they're going to plunk it down on the 22. We've had field position of our 20, the 31, the 30, and now the 22. Now, USJ has actually been in our territory 2 of their possessions at the 42 of Jackson Christian, the 48. They took it on their own 30 also. Man coverage out here on the outside. They give him a little bit of cushion. They move Wyatt Jones. Snap, the handoff, and they did a good job playing Cam Boyd. He probably will lose about a half yard. I did, again, with the numbers as light as they are, and I think I'm going to have to start watching our monitor up here.
That was Phipps there, number 17.
Okay. The defensive end did a good job of keeping his outside arm free on that one, too.
Yep.
So a loss of 1 for Boyd, which takes him down to 38 yards. Mosley and Ray to the right of the formation, blocking back to the left.
Engage with a hard count there.
Yeah, it looks over there. Will Horton moving around. He's one of the safeties for them. Straight ahead, getting through the hole. I didn't see. And this is Boyd. He's got a first down and more. West Harris State Farm first down. He goes from his own 21 down to about the 38, a 17-yard pickup.
Yep.
55 yards now. Watch the replay, Wesley.
Yes.
And he got
shot through that hole right there.
That young man is quicker than a hiccup.
He sure is.
I wished I could seen who threw the block and that's my fault for not looking quicker at the screen. But it is 1st and 10, 6 first downs for Jackson Christian. Mosley in motion. There's the two-hand toss to him. They've got defenders out there, and this time they had it played. They outnumbered us at the point of attack.
Yep, they sure did. Looks like Nick Stamper on the tackle there.
Stamper, the fine linebacker. So it'll be 2nd and 13.
Yes.
We're at our own 35, ball on the right hash mark, wide side to the left. We're only going to bring 2 receivers. Look like Walker Ray and Mosley will work this side. Boyd to the right of the formation. Wingback, though, to the left. We've got blocking if he can turn the corner, but they come up. Well, he got 1 block. He had gotten 2, and there goes his helmet.
Yep.
He'll have to come out, but you know who's coming on? The muscle man himself, Campbell Scott. Nice pickup on that one.
Got a good chunk of yardage back on that. Here's the replay, Coach. Well blocked up there. And just good hard run in there. Helmet popped off at the end there.
Unofficially 63 yards for Cam Boyd. This is a big 3rd and 4 now.
Yes.
3rd and 4. Ball's on the 44. Straight ahead. Campbell Scott running hard. Got the first down. And Moore gets into USJ territory. And a nice tackle there by one of the USJ players. That is number 10, Brock Yates.
Yes.
Campbell Scott did the job. Here comes Tacker Nash off the field. But another West Harris State Farm first down for the Eagles.
See the replay there. Tacker had a big block on that one.
Scott's now got unofficially 22 yards. 7 first downs actually for the Eagles. Of course, USJ has had some big plays that got their scores. Now, I know it was a 6-yard touchdown, but again, this is a formation with Mosley in motion to the right. They give again, this time penetration, and that's 55 right there. That is
O'Neal.
Yeah, he's a junior.
And we're having helmets coming off.
Yes, we are. Chilton Smith comes back, the 5'11 junior for Jackson Christian. Boyd coming back on. Campbell Scott off the field, Boyd on.
Need to get a lot of this back right here if we can.
It's 2nd and 12. Kind of a short 12, but it's still, you're still going to have the full 12 to get your first down.
That's right.
Strength to the left with 3. Okay. They give to Boyd, and they get him for about a 4-yard loss. And we didn't fool anybody with that one.
No, that was O'Neal again there on the play. Just beat his man off the ball.
I'll tell you what, I might be tempted to tell Gage Boykin not to tell anybody and just pull it and keep it.
Gage can run a little
and
bit, kind of a
they
rumbler.
didn't check him out very well then, the defense of USJ, but they were focused, and with a little sleight of hand, that can be. And Gage has got pretty good hands to do some of those things. 3rd and 15. Possession down right here. We're not in 4-down territory.
No.
3-down lineman. And now, was it too much time?
The flag.
I saw 1 second still on the clock.
What do we got? False start.
That's going to add 5 to it. So that makes it about 20. Pretty close to 20, maybe closer to 21. See, Cooper Cantrell has checked in. Mosley and Ray to that side here. They brought everybody but the kitchen sink. Boyd's got room to run, and he is close. He stretched it out, but they're not. You're going to give him I call it the left-footed spot, even though it's spotted with the right foot, and he's going to be short.
Be 4th and 11.
And that's a big 19-yard pickup, though. Let's see if we're kicking, and we are.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to give them great field position. It's tempting to go here, but more could go wrong than right at this.
Yeah, it's awfully hard to gain 11 on 4th down, too, unless you have some kind of big pass play or something that nobody knows about.
Yeah, it's 4th and 11. I said 4th and 1. It's 4th and 11.
Better snap that time.
Yep.
Oh, ball's kicked straight up in the air.
Well, people got to clear out. Now we get a bounce our way. Let it roll. Walker Ray's got a beat on it to stop it when we need to. And it looked like, is that Collins or Green that stopped it down there?
Down to about the, let's see, about the 8.
That's good. Good field position.
Well, 92 yards for the Bruins and 3 minutes and 52 seconds to do it. And if they're going to do it, hopefully Jackson Christian gets a good stop, can get the ball back and score again before half.
Now, when they've run their counter tray or the long trap or bent the runs back, we have given them some holes that they could run through.
Yep.
Berkeley Pettigrew in at quarterback. Steele Haynes in the backfield with him. They bring it. They pull a guard from the backside.
Nice job
this time,
there.
nice job. That looked like Nash, but he'll have to come out of the game. His helmet's off. Interesting how many helmets.
That's 4.
Yeah, that have come off tonight. And the chin strap snap and stuff.
Gotta buckle them up and tighten them up a little bit more.
What's the old song? Buckle up for safety.
Yeah.
Got Steele Haynes with 22 yards. That's again unofficial.
That's no gain on that one.
And that's where he was for you. No gain. So still holding it. 22 yards, just picks up a carry.
Yep.
They've got 2 men in the backfield. One is a wing back. They fake, going to throw the little pass out here, and they have got Riley Seals, and he's going to get the first down and more and driven out of bounds, and that's he has turned into a very good receiver. Normally a lineman, they've made a tight end / H-back out of him.
Yep. Great athlete in his own right. Big gain on that one.
4 for 5 for Pettigrew. And from the 7, a 27-yard gain and a first down for them. Seals has 2 catches on the night. 2:50 to go in this first half, and they bring trips to the right. And the wingbacks of the power, they're going to fake. The quarterback, Pettigrew, keeps it around left end and runs out of bounds.
Good job by Walker to see that.
Staying at home is very important.
Walker read it right.
He could have gone a long way.
He sure could have.
I believe that's Pettigrew's first carry.
I believe so.
Going to get about 4 yards on it. Brings up 2nd and 6. Clock arrested at 2:38. Jackson Christian will go with 3 down defensive linemen, usually a stand-up linebacker or defensive end, if you like to call that.
Yep.
That should be Newsome at the dog position, standing up. They run a version of the jet sweep. It's that little toss play that you could call a pass play. And we'll see how the official score rules that. It'll be a first down, the 4th one for the Bruins.
That is a forward pass, Coach.
It is a forward pass because of the way he does that.
Gain of about 10 on that one.
Yeah, and another first down. Ball's on the 47 in Jackson. Well, actually, it's in USJ territory. Now they are really using Riley Seals as an H-back rather than a tight end.
Yes.
And they're looking for the play to be signaling, and there'll be at least 2 coaches signaling it in.
Yep, that way you don't know which one is which.
Seals is going to come to the right as an H-back. 2 receivers to the left, 1 at the right. It's the quick screen. They've got people out here in front of it. And breaking a tackle is Drew Morris, and coming up and saving a touchdown is going to be Wyatt Jones. We're going to have to talk about defending that. 5 first downs in the second half. That's going to be a problem. The problem is they still have 2:21 to put a touchdown on the board, and that would be big because we won't get it back with much time.
No. I was about to say that. I don't know that I might not call a timeout right here and address that little slip screen.
They are pulling linemen, and you see they will run behind Seals on that. Again, they're going to run it again to this side. We've got outside good coverage.
Job.
And looked like Mosley came up quickly from his defensive back spot.
Read that one well. Jalen read that one really, really well.
Berkeley Pettigrew is 7 for 8, though, passing.
Loss of a couple on that one, Coach.
-2 on that one. 14-10 your score. USJ leads late in the second quarter, 141. They have the football, 2nd and 12 on the Jackson Christian 28. Again, they come with the blocking back, and they go Steele Haynes up the middle. He gets through there. One man has a chance at him. He goes for 6. Steele Haynes, 28 yards for the touchdown. He's got 50 yards carrying now, and that is a touchdown that really hurts because we don't have a whole lot of time to score in.
Plus USJ gets the ball to start the second half.
That's right. They get the football late. They have a 20-10 lead now, and the extra point to be attempted. Morris hold. Pledger's kick is up. It looks good. The officials confirm it is good. So a 21-10 lead with 1:25 to go in the first half of play. USJ leading. Let's take a timeout on the Jackson Christian Network.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
And we are back trailing 21-10. That touchdown really hurts, though, Wesley.
It does.
We get the football back, and we've only got 1:25 to score. Now, we're capable of scoring, but it doesn't give you a lot of time, and I believe we've used one of our timeouts.
Each team with 2 left.
Mosley back and Zach McDonald. Let's see if Pledger reaches the end zone. The last one was returned. This one, it's kiss it goodbye. It's like hitting a home run in baseball. We need a new football.
Yes.
Now, we have not had great field position. The 20, the 31, the 30, the 22, and the 20 in our own end of the field. USJ has been on our side of the field to start twice. Then they had a nice drive that went 93 yards.
Yes. Well, like you said, we have the ability to strike quick.
I see Cooper Cantrell coming out. Chance King is at tight end right now. Could they run him on a little seam route? Let's see. There'll be man coverage on the wideouts and the slots. They will have a free safety. And even though Stamper's a linebacker, he backs up like he's a free safety.
Yep.
They give to Boyd. Dancing. He lost the football. It's picked up by USJ. And this is one of those deals. If anything can go wrong, it will, and it has. And
it's Riley Seals that picked that ball up.
And just like that, This is one of those Murphy Law plays.
Yep. What can go wrong will go wrong. Did not need that to happen.
Jackson Christian cruising along good, and then the wheels have come off the bus. And as Wesley so aptly pointed out to you, USJ gets the football in the second half to start the game. Pledger on to attempt. The hole by Morris. The kick is up. It's good, and he's got a very strong leg. It is 28-10 with 1:17 to go, and you can't leave the pumpkin laying around, Wesley.
Yeah,
we'll keep it here this time.
Yeah, no, you sure can't do that. You got to have good ball security. One of the things that we mentioned in pregame, eliminate the turnovers. That right there is a huge one. Get 7 points off of it.
And I'm sure that when Chance King went in at tight end, USJ may have thought, but they played good defense and they stripped Boyd of the football. Go back and watch and see how arm reached in, and sometimes if you don't have it, and sometimes you don't know that arm's coming to wrap it up. You know, you always hear these experts talk about loaves of bread and stuff like that. They need to carry the football sometimes with a lot of, and you do need to wrap it up.
Yep.
But sometimes you don't know when the contact's coming.
That's right.
28-10. USJ with the lead. The bad news is Pledger reaches the end zone about 90% of the time.
He does. No, I wouldn't expect anything any different right here.
Yeah, we've only had one return tonight. And he, like I said, we'll see him kicking. This one, it's a little short. Mosley's got it and then dropped it. And let's see if he can make hay. Now he's up the middle. One man got him from behind, and that slowed him up enough to get help, and the kicker was in the way. But a nice return by Jalen Mosley.
You know, sometimes, Coach, that little bobble right there makes for a big return.
Well, they weren't in their lanes. Their coaches will go back and say, hey, that lane was a little wide.
Here we go. Take a look at it on the replay here. Taking it about the 3, we'll say, and then drops it, and then, you know, all USJ's people are downfield, and just a good little hole right there.
If the young man that drags him down from behind doesn't get him, I say if
he
he can put a move on the kicker. But now Pledger's a pretty good tackler too.
Good athlete.
This is actually our best field position to start a drive.
37-yard line.
In our own territory. We have 1:09 to work with. Now we've got the strength, and I believe Jackson Christian's going to call a timeout and talk it over. They talk it over. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on Worthy Road and Jackson Christian Football Network. We'll be back after 30.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Stadium, Eagles trailing 28-10 with 1:09 to make something happen from their own 37-yard line. Here's the quick screen, our version of it. We got away with a little hold, I think. I may be wrong about that. Maybe it'll show on the replay. But a nice pickup, though, Wesley.
Yep, nice pickup of about maybe 7, maybe 8. So
and we don't block it with as many people, and we don't pull a guard from the side. Plus, they use their blocking back or H-back.
Yep. Valuable time running off the clock right here, though.
2nd and 9, down to 43 seconds.
There we go.
Here's another pass. This one to Chance King. Chance breaks 2 tackles.
He's going to be awfully
He's going to be close. Just to stop the clock, I might ask for a measurement if they don't give me the first down.
There you are. It looks like they are going to measure.
Or are they just going to spot it, and they called it to make sure they get the right spot, and they'll start the clock again. 27 seconds on the play clock, 33 seconds on the clock. Are they giving them the first down or not?
I don't know.
I thought I saw the referee's hand go forward.
From the where they have the ball, it's on the hash mark, and that down and distance marker is not.
Yeah, there we go. A West Harris State Farm first down. It'll be interesting to see how Brother Spencer down there, who is here evaluating the officials today, talks to him about it at halftime. Carlos Spencer, Hall of Famer here in Jack. Here's a running play to Boyd, and he'll run out of bounds, and that's smart.
The clock.
What did he get, about 7?
Yep, about 7.
Now, they say 6, where the spot is.
Yeah.
Or he went out. But he's got now unofficially 76 yards on 13 carries. 24 seconds to go 53 yards and get a touchdown or get close enough and call a timeout and have a Zach Cisco field goal attempt. Strength is to the right of the formation. Gage Boykin drops back, but we didn't get somebody blocked, and he's having to throw off his back foot, but it's complete. We're going to have to stop the clock. Walker Ray caught it, got the first down in USJ territory.
They're going to go hurry.
They can spike the football would be the other thing that you can do.
Gage just flushed and then just found Walker right over the middle. Walker trying to fight for yardage there.
Do you know that is his first incompletion? He's 6 for 7 now, Gage Boykin.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, there it is. Now he's 6 for 7 officially.
Yep.
10.2 seconds. Just outside of, actually, we've got to have about 15 yards.
That's what I was about to say.
To get in Zach Cisco. Now, in another year or two, and Zach's just a sophomore, this will be in his range.
That's right.
It isn't right now. So we've got to get the ball and either get out of bounds or get up there on the football in a hurry. You want to run a route, they flush and Gage out. He's throwing long. Okay. Will it be down in? Well, he just threw that one away so he can get one more shot with 4 seconds left.
You got to be careful there. That could have been, the officials wanted to call that. They could have very well called that grounding.
It is. You got to get outside that tackle over there, and it was borderline.
Yeah, it was.
This will be the last play of the half unless something goes wrong. Now, the half cannot end on a defensive penalty. It can on an offensive penalty. Do you crank it up? You've got a strong-armed young quarterback. If he gets the blocking, could throw it out of the stadium if he wanted to.
Yep. And we're going.
Chance King get tight end. We've got trips left.
Yep.
Cooper Cantrell, I see, is in there along with Ray and Mosley. And then we lost tackles, and they put heat on him. The ball thrown up in the air, and it's going to come down. It was incomplete, and you heard the horn run out. And with time running out, USJ leads the Jackson Christian Eagles 28-10. We'll be back on the Jackson Christian Football Network after a 2-minute timeout.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, Or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door. They call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
We are back on here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. You get to see one of the best small bands in America.
That's right.
Performing tonight. I say they have a mighty sound, and it looks like they're really fixing to put on a good show here.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We're trailing 28-10, and after opening, we took a 3-0 lead early with a 24-yard Cisco field goal. USJ answered, though, and took the lead back at 7-3, and we'll go over the score. Wesley's got scores for you while we watch the band, and we'll pick up some of the band sound too.
Sure. These are still relatively early. Second quarter, Henry County 3, South Gibson 0. What they have in the first quarter, Lake County 6, Peabody 3. And second quarter score, O'Brien County 13, Chester County 7. No update from Crockett County and Kirby are tied at 13 in the second. See what else I can find. No score from Union City Ripley. So, like Coach said, not getting much tonight from these scores.
Yeah, kind of slow, and normally I get some. We know that Northside and Liberty's playing. Liberty struggling. They got 2 players hurt, I believe, in the game with Southside, and we're down to 14. Hopefully they got those players back.
Yeah, one of them had to be carted off in an ambulance.
Then they probably did not get him back then.
Good feel-good story. Waverly 28, Stewart County 7.
That is great.
You know, you happy for those young men playing football at Waverly. They're still getting to play and winning.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be happy for those young men. Here we'll make some adjustments. The unfortunate situation is USJ gets the football to start the second half. Even Max Preps is letting me down on scores tonight, Wesley. Now that is not good.
At halftime, Westview 28, Southside 0.
Wow, I didn't think it would be.
I didn't either.
Because you know what, Coach Reeder's team plays good defense, but they're also going against a now 5-star quarterback.
Yep, he's a good one.
And we see the band here, and we'll keep it here. And tell you what we'll do. We're going to be quiet for a minute and let you pick up some of the sound and the pageantry of the Jackson Christian Band. And we were working on the sound because we want you to hear this band. They are very good, and we're trying to line things up so you can. Tell you what we're going to do is give you a few scores here while we are waiting. And if score stream it has been slow, but there are some surprises out here. And we'll see what the notifications. Henry County Patriots lead South Gibson 3-0 at half. And that was reported by the Patriots fan, and no, that's not Neil. Of course, University School of Jackson leading the Jackson Christian Eagles 28-10. No score coming in from the Lexington Tigers game, but Wesley had a score that Melrose, or at least someone had told him, they had taken the lead over the Haywood County Tomcats. And we'll have to check that out and see we'll go and see what else we've got on the scoreboard. There were some games played in Memphis yesterday, but we're not that interested in those. We're more interested in what's happening around here. 28-0 at halftime, Westview over Southside. Loretto and Lewis County tied at 7 in the second quarter. Bobby Sharp, it used to be a Milan assistant. And hopefully you're enjoying the band in the background as we work on that. There's been some COVID games. Of course, Waverly leading Stewart County 28-7. White House beating Sycamore 28-0. Decatur County Riverside beating Camden 28-0. Tied at halftime, Kirby 13, Crockett County 13. Melrose and Haywood tied at 8, the 7-10 mark. Henry County at half leading 3-0 over South Gibson. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we well, hold on. We will hold because the man with the plan is here, and we will talk to Greg Armour because he's got the official stats. I drew my boxes too small on my. I couldn't find. Still hadn't found my good stat sheet for him. And nobody does it. Greg's got the neatest book you ever saw. It's actually readable, where mine is sometimes not readable. Greg, the wheels kind of came off the bus. We started out like a house of fire and were looking good, and we didn't play that bad, but a fumble hurt, a couple of non-conversions hurt, and we've left some gaps for big plays.
Yeah. All right, for Jackson Christian, Gage Boykin passed 9 times, completed 6 for 91 yards. In the receiving department, Jay Mosley has 2 catches for 89 yards. In the rushing department, we was 24 times for 106 yards. Cam Boyd had 11 for 67. Scott had 7 for 20. Mosley had 4 for 16. We had 9 first downs. We punted twice for an average of about 34 yards. We had 1 turnover, and that turnover resulted in a touchdown for USJ.
Walker Ray did have a big pick for us.
Walker Ray had a pick, which was hit the quarterback's second pass.
Yeah.
Pettigrew.
That stopped a drive, and you keep field position better than I do, but we've had not poor, but it isn't very good. We have not opened up in their half of the field.
Well, I mean, when they've got a kicker that can kick the ball into the end zone.
He really hurts us. And we did get it that one run. I thought Mosley, if he gets one block, he could have gone all the way. But if a frog had a hip pocket, he'd totally go and carry credit cards and have money.
Mosley had 2 returns, and one of them 21 yards, the other than 35 yards.
Yeah.
For USJ, they passed 7 times, completed 6 for 130 yards. They rushed 10 times for 79 yards. Steele Haynes has 8 rushes for 47 yards. They did not punt, did not have any penalties. We only had 1 penalty, and they had 5 first downs. But
let me ask you this. Now, they had, 5 first downs, so I'm right with you. Tell me our first downs again, because I may have lost one.
We had 9 first downs.
Well, that's what I thought. I was short one. In my mind, it said 9. I only had 8, but 9 West Harris State Farm first downs. Statistically, we should be ahead.
Right, because we've got, we've got almost 200 yards of offense, and Well, they've got close to the same thing too.
Yeah.
About 200 yards.
We've given them a couple of big plays, and I think on kickoff coverage, we got out of our lanes is what it looked like to me a little bit, and there was a gap, and coaches don't like that kind of stuff. Greg, what about tackles? How are we doing tackling tonight?
Tackle has 2. Jalen Mosley had 3. Zach McDonald has 3.
So it's kind of spaced out, and they're loading the point of attack, but they're getting more blockers at the point of attack sometimes than we are.
That's correct.
Now I'm going to change, and I hope I haven't forgotten. Is there a stat I have forgotten or to ask about? I think our kicking game's been solid. Zach got a good bounce on his punt.
Yep, I mean, that was about almost a 40-yard punt.
And he is kicking the football well on extra points and field goals. So
yeah, we've had 1 field goal. It was 24 yards.
That we've done good. They've done a few more things better than we have.
That's
and
correct.
Had some big plays. Got to talk about the middle school team. Greg also, besides keeping stats, breaking film down to, he helps coach that middle school team. 2 big wins this past week.
Yes, we beat West Carroll last night 52-6.
There we go. 52-6.
52-6.
That's a good West Carroll team. I know about it. And Chester County's no pushover. You beat them earlier in the week.
We beat them earlier in the week 28-6.
Okay, now we finish up next week with 2 games. I know the Thursday night game is 8th grade night, and that's Milan's coming here. We got to go on the road, though, Tuesday night, right?
We've got to go to USJ Tuesday night.
Got to go across town to USJ. That will be a slobber knocker.
Yes, it will.
And both teams, I don't know what USJ's record is, but we come into it undefeated.
We come in undefeated. That's correct.
What do we know about USJ's middle school team?
They like to pass the ball.
Oh, yeah.
So, we just got to keep our lanes, and we've got a good defensive line that probably gets some pressure on the quarterback.
Any stat in the second half that we need to keep an eye on, Greg?
We just need to do what we're good at, is running the ball, and, probably just need to not have any turnovers in the second half.
And Gage Borkin has good stats. He's, 6 for 9?
Yes.
That's not bad, but we haven't given him the kind of time that he needs. Early we gave him a little time, and he can pick you apart, but he had to throw his last pass off his back foot.
Yes, he did.
And we've got to block for them. They are good at bringing linebackers, and they also come off the corner pretty well, too. They'll send a cornerback after you, especially if you run trips and have nobody. And we flipped the tight end to the other side a couple of times, too. But kids have done a good job, but we're down 18.
Yes.
That's the thing. Your final words, Greg.
We just have to come out this half and just do what we do best, running the ball.
Absolutely. This contest's not over, even though they get the football back.
That's
We've got a lot of fine young men out there.
We do. Yes, we do.
And we do. All we need is we make our breaks. We're not complaining about anything. USJ has played well.
They have, and our coaches they'll get them together at halftime, make the adjustments that need to be made.
Absolutely. And Greg, as always, we appreciate it. Hopefully at the end of the game, you can bring us some happy stats. I like happy stats. It's like getting a happy meal at McDonald's. I'd rather have happy stats, but kids have played well, and we appreciate you, and we're going to see you at some of those middle school games too.
Thank
there
you.
He is, Greg Armour. We thank him for all of his good, hard work, and one of the nicest people you'd want to meet. He's just a great American. We're going to take that 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll have more Jackson Christian football.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's body shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we are back here at Ronnie Fowler Field. Wesley Freeman, Coach Joe Holloway, 28-10. We've got some corrections to make. The game is actually closer.
Yes. Yes, it is. Absolutely right. It's much closer than what the score indicates. Couple, just a bad turnover at an inappropriate time and led to 7 quick points for USJ.
Yeah, swallowed my tongue a minute ago. I'm serious, literally swallowed my tongue. That's kind of scary. Wesley, I think you've got some scores, and we need to get them updated on that Haywood game, too.
Yeah, Haywood actually now at the half, Haywood 15, Melrose 8. Lausanne 49, Humboldt 0 at halftime. Then you have Kirby and Crockett still tied at 13. Riverside at the half beating Camden 35-0.
Wow,
that's a big one there. Here's an update on Huntington Milan. Huntington 27, Milan 12.
Wow, boy, I feel foolish now. I picked Milan. I thought they would come out of the doldrums, and
that's at the half. Also at the half, Peabody 9, Lake County 6. So looks
low scoring game.
Game of field goals.
And nobody believed me when I told them
Yeah.
that Lake County was a dangerous team.
Yep. Union City and Ripley tied at 14. It's about 2 minutes left in the second quarter, looks like, according to this. Chester County is trailing O'Brien County at the half, 13-7. Again, gave the Lausanne score, Riverside. Let's see what else we've got. Waverly, that score's been updated, 31-13 at the half over Stewart County.
Wow, that's keeping it. And I saw that Lewis County was having a tight game. I don't have that score, and mine just disappeared completely a minute ago.
Still Westview 28, Southside 0. That game is at the half.
Henry County and South Gibson. Now, tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Roundup, Scott Stidham will call into that game, and that's still a very winnable and game for them. Remember that South Gibson had 3 big-time injuries in that game last week with Northside. And, of course, Shane Jacobs, the fine Peabody coach, he will call in tomorrow. I want to say his call is due around 11 o'clock or when we actually come back on after the top of the hour news.
Yeah, I'm trying to find trying to find that score for you.
Yep. Pledger warming up just missed a 50-yard field goal. He had the distance, but it went about 5 feet outside the crossbar. And he has the leg, and Zach Sisko increases his distance every week. Takes lessons from James Wilhoit that used to kick for UT and was a pretty fair kicker.
Pretty good kicker in his own right.
And, of course, Zach's got he had a soccer injury that held him back a little bit. He would be doing some of the same things, but he's still a very fine kicker.
Yes,
the Eagles have returned with about 1:32. Now, Gage Boykin was out here throwing, and what I like about Darby Palmer and his staff, you don't want your quarterback catching the return pass, and the staff members were taking turns catching the return pass.
Don't want to finger jam there.
Want to say hello to Moose Henry up in Kingsport. And, of course, we've got listeners in Gatlinburg and in Mount Pleasant, but also Darby Palmer's parents listen just about every game. Matter of fact, I think they do. And Tuesday night, I have been informed, will be the Jackson Christian football recap. We'll interview some players, and we'll have coaches there. You can come down to Hub City Deli, and I'm going to tell you what, it's a great time, some good food, and come on down there. We have some of the players. Those players, they don't mind. They don't charge you like the college players do. They'll take a picture with you or sign an autograph.
That's right.
Some of the people that bring you this broadcast, and we would appreciate you telling them you heard about this broadcast on the Facebooks of Jackson Christian and their Booster Club, on Worthy Road Studios, BallGame Blitz, on WNWS.com, and 93.1 carrying the radio part of it. Man's Wrecker Service, Deaton's Carpet One, Snookum Steakhouse, Kimberly Evans with Hickman Realtors, Dynamics Physical Therapy, and they are great. They are our trainers here. Great American Sports. We appreciate Ben Vargas and the great shirts that he has provided us with, but they've got more than sporting shirts. Race Clips, Men's Hair Salon. West Harris State Farm brings you the first down. Replays brought to you by Mitchell's Body Shop and Southern Family Dentistry from the old running back and player here at Jackson Christian, Nathan Nash. We're just about ready for kickoff. And Zach Cisco hits it. This time short, but a directional kick.
Whoa.
The receiver started to go down. We'll pick him up. There's a nice form tackle there to get him down. And that was number 25, Steele Haynes with the football.
Yep, number 5 with the tackle for us. Spot him at the 40.
Yep, and let's see what they do this half. They had excellent field position most of the time. Only one time when they were down on their 7 was USJ.
Well,
Berkeley Pettigrew at quarterback. Go ahead, Wes.
Even this right here is a great field position.
It really is. Now they've got 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Drew Morris to the right. Haynes, and I thought Haynes may have started a little early.
Too. I was about to say the exact same thing.
He gets ahead of steam going quickly, and he's going to pick up a good 5 yards.
Yep.
Of course, Haynes came into the contest with 47 yards here, picks up 5 there. He's now got 9 carries for.
The replay there, they just USJ just blocked that well. 5 yards.
52 yards unofficially. He had 47 officially at halftime. This time all the powers to the wide side, and they come back short side. And they got yardage because they hooked our defensive end.
Yes, they did.
Jones on the tackle, Nash there, and was that Campbell Scott?
Campbell Scott, gain of about 7 on that one.
Yes, so
and
3 men
down
there, but the good yardage, and they get their 6th first down of the night. Looks like a score from our good friend Bud Young, and he says that Hardin County's leading 37-0.
Wow.
Again, the 2 receivers to the right. They send a man in motion. That is a version of the jet sweep, except it's a pass play.
Yep, and that's Barksdale on the carry there, or on the reception, rather.
That's a reception, Barksdale, Jace Barksdale, who does a good job of running the football.
The replay there. Just a little flip forward. Wish I had that back when I played.
Oh, yeah.
Could pad some passing stats right there.
And about 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5 on the Jackson Christian 43. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Got a blocking back in the backfield, or an H-back if you prefer to call it that. Now, was it too much time? No.
No, I think we got
had to have some movement, didn't we?
Yep. What?
Well, let's see.
Dead ball. All sides on us.
Wow. That's our 2nd 5-yard penalty. There was some offsetting penalties earlier.
Yep. It gets them awfully close to a first down. Ooh. About a yard, maybe half a yard. Yeah, half a yard.
And that can happen. You say, wait a minute, you had it 2nd and 5. That's because it was really 4.5, or I mean 6.5.
5.5.
I'll get
6.
it right in a minute.
Yep.
5.5. My math. Boy, you can tell that I need help. Bryce King, who I'm kin to at USJ, Bryce probably will start rolling with my math and getting some other information. Caden Pope has 3 touchdowns already in that contest. Caden Pope is being looked at by SEC schools. University of Memphis, he would fit in their offense so well.
Well, they're going to measure this.
And we at 105.3, we have University of Memphis football. Bill Hamilton and I both are big Memphis fans.
That you are. Absolutely.
We got a tough game tomorrow. UT, though's got a much tougher game. They get to go to the swamp.
Yep.
Now, you're going to Tuscaloosa.
I am. I'm going to watch Bama play Southern Miss.
Well, you have to, if you can break off, I'll try to communicate with you so you know. If you can break off a call, talk on your speakerphone. We want you healthy back here next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jackson Christian trailing 28-10. USJ has the football. They've taken the opening kickoff and moved into Jackson Christian territory at our 38. It is second and a very, very short one. You can sneeze and get it, and they give it. Haynes wants to break it outside. We got into the backfield. He was slowed up, and a couple of people finished him off. I want to say, was that Walker Ray or who got in there? We'll see on the defense now. I don't know who finished him.
See right here.
Here comes the replay.
Had him right there for a loss.
Wyatt Jones.
Had him.
And now we got a whole bunch of people coming to help out.
75. Right there. That's McKee.
So it's second. This time you have to sneeze twice to get the first down.
They're going to measure this one too.
Well, wait a minute.
It went backwards. Guys.
Then your spot was wrong.
Yes.
There's no way, or it should have been first down on the initial carry.
And it inch. About an inch.
Well, you don't have to sneeze once then, but I'm not so sure that both play spots were botched up.
Well,
Carlos Spencer here with the Southwest Officials Association is watching and observing the game, but also how the officials work. He's supposed to check out their rule interpretations and knowledge of the rules, besides mechanics and things like that. 3rd and 1. Jackson Christian has been tough so far. It's trips right. Will they go with the running play? It's short, and this would be a 4-down thing. It's the option play, and Pettigrew just keeps it, gets his first down and more, and then runs out of bounds, about the 18 or 19? They'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, it looks like about the 19-yard line there. Yep.
So another first down, their second one of this half, 7 in the contest for USJ.
And you know that's a hard play to defend if you've never worked on it a whole lot, because we had a guy take the pitch man, and he did what he's supposed to do.
1st and 10 on the 19. They're going to throw the screen.
Oh, boy.
And we came within an inch of picking it off.
That was Walker Ray, too.
Yeah, Walker Ray read that one.
That would have been number 2 for him. Yeah, he smelt that one.
The senior played Sherlock Holmes, read all the clues, and arrested the culprit. 2nd and 10. Now 8 for 10 passing for Berkeley Pettigrew, who's had a good night.
Yep. One little hiccup on the interception, but overall a good night.
Here's the handoff to Steele Haynes. They got
good
blockers.
Job there.
And that time he got met quite well.
By number 40.
Now somebody's wearing a different jersey. My Jackson Christian roster does not have
a 40?
A 40 on it. We'll have to check that. And
wait a minute, Coach. That may be. That young man will turn sideways.
We got a replay going here. Mitchell's Body Shop replay.
That may be 40. You got a 48. That's a 48. Yeah.
Okay, then that is our good friend Newsom right there. Caleb Newsom.
Yep.
It's 48.
8 looked like a 0 from up here.
It really did. That brings up 3rd and 5. Haynes has 66 yards, trips right with a little stack out here. And again,
see there?
Here's the option play. Nobody took the quarterback, and he's going to go 14 yards. And we'll see a replay here in a minute.
If you watch here what I was describing earlier, here we go, Coach. We have, that's wide that takes the pitch man, and the quarterback is just completely unaccounted for, and he just walked in.
Nash was trying to get there, but he has to come from the other side. 8:20 to go, and that really hurts. 34-10 with the extra point to be attempted. And the kick is good. It is 35-10, the option play, which I don't believe they ran it in the first half, did they? We're going to take a 30-second timeout with Jackson Christian Football on Worthy Road Studios and be back after this.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installations, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
We are back as USJ comes back on the field. They ran the option play with the quarterback. He kept it. And we've got to talk on the sidelines about who has got to get the quarterback and make him pitch it. We had the pitch man, as Wesley has told you. Wesley, you got a couple of scores before USJ kicks off.
I do. McKenzie over West Carroll, 34-7 at the half. And let's see what else I got. The Waverly still at the halftime, 31-13 over Stewart County.
And here is the kickoff. This one is going to come down in the field of play, and we kind of bump into each other. The return up the middle gets out to about the 25-yard line.
Yep.
And that looked like McDonald with the return. I'm glad to see him playing this week.
Yep.
Okay, we've got to have a score this time, even if it's just
score.
3 points. We've got to put points on the board. Momentum with USJ, and we bring out Boyd, Mosley, Jones, Ray, and let's check the tight end situation. See if Carrier or King is out there.
I believe that's going to be Carrier.
And we shift our blocking back, Jones. The give to Boyd. Boyd's got quick yardage to the 30, so a pickup of 4 for Boyd.
They're going to give him 5 on that, Coach.
You're going to give him 5?
Yeah.
And it is, because it's about actually the half yard and you round off. That was a good carry, so it'll be 2nd and 5. Ball on our 31. We got a good spot, too.
Yep.
We'll have to give credit where credit's due. And we almost drew them off then.
Yep. You know, we give umpires credit when they deserve it, and
Yes,
give them
they do.
a little bit of criticism when they deserve it as well.
That's right. We'll tell it like it is.
That's right.
Good discipline, though, by USJ then. Here's the quick out. We don't have enough blockers out there. That's the reason the way they play their defense, we've got now, there is a little extracurricular activity.
Targeting. We'll see a replay on that. You'll see. We can get that pulled up. Here we go. Yep. Initial stop right there, and then you see, boom, right there.
Oh, helmet to helmet right
to
there.
helmet.
Wesley got it for you.
So
Now,
that'd be
correct me, other than the offsetting penalties, that's USJ's first penalty, isn't it?
That's correct. That's the big one of 15 yards, which gives us another first down, Coach.
That's right. A West Harris State Farm first down. That's 10 in the ball game for us.
You know, like you were talking at half, stat-wise, one would think that Jackson Christian would be winning this football game.
Winning or relatively close.
Right.
Here's Boyd, nice carry. Hole closed quickly. We had a small hole there, and he's quick to get there, but give USJ credit. A ton of tacklers got there, so pickup of 3. They keep inching it down the line a little bit.
That's going back to what you said earlier, that left-handed or right-footed spot.
Yeah, now it goes back left-footed a little bit. We lost a couple of inches there. So it plays again. We remind you every so often it's a 6:49 mark, but you know, with Worthy Road Studios, you're always going to have the time up there on the. You've got a scoreboard. Also, 2nd and 8. Here's Boykin throwing off his back foot long down the field. It's up in the air. Almost caught. Nice fight between Mosley and an illegal fight when I say that. They both went up for it. Mosley nearly came down with it.
Yeah. That he had turned into more of a defensive back. And, Coach, is he hobbling a little bit right
I
here?
hope not. Hopefully he's just got a little hitch in his get along.
Maybe so.
Time to take a break because he plays a lot of minutes both ways.
He does.
Boykin now 7 for 10 passing tonight. He had 91 yards in the first half, so he's 7 for 10 for 91 yards right now. 3rd and 8, a big possession down, ball right on the 50-yard line, close to the left hash mark. Boykin drops. They come in fast. They flush him out of the pocket. He pumps, throws, and that one's incomplete.
A little high on that one.
And it will be a punting situation. 6:21 to go in the 3rd quarter of play.
See if we can get another roll like we got last time.
And they bring the punting team on. You see Cisco coming on, Newsom, and I think, let's see who else is coming on. Andrew Potts comes on. And I think is that Chilton Smith that came back in the ballgame? We'll have to check it to see. USJ had a very good rush and came close to blocking it, and I think we may be short a blocking back out there. We may just have
look here.
It is the fake.
And we didn't pick it up.
We didn't pick it up. That's great. You love the Riverboat Gambler stuff, but if you don't pick it up, and that was Potts running the football, he gets some nice yardage, but he is short of the first down, and the ball goes over on downs.
At the 46.
Yeah, and that is not good. They being USJ, get excellent field position. And they scored, just remember, at the 8:20 mark. We're only 2 minutes and 5 seconds later than that.
Yep.
Really need a big stop out of Jackson Christian right here. I see that Cedric Anderson is out there. Also, Carson McKee.
Mm-hmm.
We're matched up on the wideouts man with what's called a one high safety. The linebackers are 5 yards off. USJ passing. Pettigrew looking. He cranks the javelin up. Got a man going across the middle, and he was open, but they overthrow there, and that one was intended for Eli Robinson.
Something's wrong with Mr. Mosley over here. He's got a little hitch in his giddy up. I don't know exactly what's going on with him.
Are the great trainers from Dynamics checking him out?
Yep, they've got him right here.
They're good people, do a great job. Now, if you want to go by Great American Sports tomorrow, you won't see Wesley, though. He's going to Tuscaloosa. 2nd and 10, ball on the USJ 46. And it's going to be the option play.
There, we did a little better job that time.
They ran it to the short side of the field. And good job, Wyatt Jones, and also Chilton Smith did a good job of defending that one.
Yep, a lot better job on that one. No, you're right, Coach. I won't be there tomorrow, but there will be somebody there that be more than happy to help you. There's the replay on that one, and just a great job by Wyatt there, and just to close that up.
Pettigrew with 41 yards. Now let's see if they were to run the option here, they could run it to the wide side. And we're a little heavy to the short side, and it's going to be the fake, the pass, sprinting out to his left, running. Nash chasing. Nash gets a hand on him and gets him down, pulls his leg down.
Yep.
And that was a hustle play. That's your inside linebacker getting out there.
Yep. Here's the replay of that, Coach. Well covered by Jackson Christian here, and look here, got a little offensive pass interference right there.
Well, he's got to throw it before it happens, though. But there are other penalties that could be called.
Illegal use of hand.
Good job, and that brings up 4th and 3. Now we've got to be aware of the trickery. They have a great punter that could pin us back deep. Is that Cooper Cantrell back there deep? Looks like it. We'll check and see. Bledger takes the time. Now he was trying to directional, but he's going to get a good bounce.
He is.
It's going to roll inside our 20. We have to get away from it. And all the way down to the 15.5-yard line. And again, They have managed to keep us in very bad field position all night.
They have.
35-10. Jackson Christian has played hard, had the early lead, has had it twice in the ball game, and then the wheels came off the bus, but we weren't playing that bad.
No.
USJ just played a hair better.
They did. Had some big plays in the first half, and then here in the second half on the option that they started running on us.
And we'll check on getting another message on Hardin County. Something about a bad snap, but it's 1st and 10 for Jackson Christian. Ball on the 16. The handoff to Boyd.
Got him bottled up.
They got him bottled up and falls forward for yardage. And that time, or sometimes after the quarterback makes a fake. Now that time USJ did a really good job. Somebody evidently spotted that early in the game. And if you're faking, you're allowed to hit the quarterback. Here comes Cooper Cantrell back into the ball game.
They're looking at Mosley down here. I can't tell if that's maybe like a little bit of a cramp or a pull.
We'll see if I've got a spotting chart in front of me, and I'm going to see if I'm pretty good at spotting injuries. You've got the call on it. Let's see. 2nd and 8, ball on the 18. Boykin back, looking, pumps it, throws it long. And it bounces into Walker Ray's hands. Walker Ray wants to put a move on the running back or on the defensive back, and he gets it all the way down to the 12. Tip drill like they do, and where they, instead of saying Oski, you just catch it and run with it.
That's right. Here's the replay, Coach. Check this out. Thrown well and just fell right into the hands. That ball's down to the 12-yard line. Nice. Needed a break. Caught one.
Absolutely. 9 for 12. And had about 70. I didn't get the exact part of it, but it's 1st and 10 on the USJ 12. Score here would be big with 3:30 to go in the third quarter of play. Give to Boyd. He breaks it back. Boyd's headed towards the end zone. What do we have? Touchdown, Jackson Christian. Cam Boyd goes 12 yards.
And boy, did we ever need that.
Boyd with a touchdown and good blocking and then a great effort on his own.
Absolutely there.
35-16 with the extra point to come. Zach Cisco on. Boyd.
Here's a replay, Coach.
Yep.
Just a great block, good seal block by Wyatt Jones there.
They tried to block it as we come back to action, but Zach was quick. He got it up and good. It is 35-17. Jackson Christian trails. They'll kick off moving the football at the 3:23 mark. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
We are back, and I've been teasing myself about a quick 30-second timeout. It's going to be 30 seconds,
regardless,
whether it's quick or not.
That's right.
But I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're back in this ball game, and you say, "Wait a minute, Coach, you're 18 points down." Hey, we've got another quarter and 3:23 to go.
That's
we need
right.
a good defensive stand coming up here.
Yep.
Cisco hits the football, directional kick, and looks like Haynes has it. Gets across the 40, and gets now. That's what's bad. We had a pretty good plan, but he just took it and went straight to about his 48-yard line, 47. Depending on the spot. It looks like they're going to spot the 47, doesn't it, Wesley?
It looks they're going to spot it at the 48.
No, they are going to go 48. I thought for a minute they might move it, but 48-yard line. 52 yards away from a touchdown for USJ. Holding them and stopping them here is imperative.
Yes.
King and Nash in at the linebackers. See Zach McDonald at one of the cornerback spots. We also see Cooper Cantrell. We'll see who's at the one high safety as Mosley is out of the ball game. Here's that quick screen again. They get a blocker out there, but somebody plays off the block. I think it was Zach McDonald.
It absolutely was.
Now, he got some help, and maybe if we have a replay, we'll check the help out. But Zach McDonald's the man that played off of that help.
Here we go, Coach. He's blocked initially, but then just comes off of it and does a great job to hold that to a 1 yard gain.
Absolutely.
Not even a yard, at basically half a yard.
I say it's second and 9.5. Ball almost on the 49, right at nose, maybe touching the 49. USJ comes with trips right. Blocking back, or the H-back, is to the right. That is Seals. They give. Haynes reading it, and he gets good yardage over the left side.
It's like about 4 on that one. Maybe.
And you want to get 4 every play. Yep. Now that will bring up because of not getting much on first down.
There's the replay.
Yeah, good replay.
Yep, good. That's 4 yards. Did a good job of pretty well containing that.
3rd and 5. Possession down, or will they go for it on 4th down? USJ in Jackson Christian territory. Our 3-down lineman, a stand-up outside linebacker. They're going for it. Going to run a cutter, and they've got the man open, dragging, or not dragging, but cutting across the field on a skinny post. Chance King, one of the tacklers.
And get a number on that. That's number 8 there, so that's Barksdale on the reception.
Yeah. Jace Barksdale, a very fine young receiver.
Yep.
And a 3rd first down and 8th of the night for Jackson Christian. Clock temporarily arrested, now running again at 1:30 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Again, Jackson Christian looking for that defensive stop. Mosley has not re-entered the ball game yet.
He has not, Coach.
That is an area of concern. He's a freshman. Hand off to Steele Haynes, and he read it. He's got first down territory and more, as he has a nice carry down inside the 20, and we'll get the exact spot.
About the 15, looks like.
17-yard pickup and another first down. Right now, they are winning the
line of scrimmage.
And that's a place you've got to control. 87 yards unofficially for Steele Haynes. Clock running, 1:07.65. USJ got plenty of time. They have the ball on the Jackson Christian 15. Strong right in the formation to the wide side. They try Haynes again. He reads the hole over the left guard. That's the B gap, actually, that I think he came through. And he's got a nice pickup. They have a first down. It'll be 1st and goal if he does.
He does.
97 yards for him, and now they have 10 first downs. 1st and goal for the Bruins. Jackson Christian got to reach down and come up with something here.
Ball on the 4.
So they put it on the 4. It's 1st and goal from the 4. 38 seconds, 19 on the play clock. They'll run one more play for sure in this quarter. They go straight ahead to Haynes, and he goes in. That was too easy. They found a hole, and that looked like the A gap then, Wesley.
It was.
27.6 seconds, 4-yard TD for Haynes, who is a very good runner.
Yep, he is.
Makes the score 41-17, which makes it imperative now when we get the football back. We have to score. Pledger doesn't miss many extra points here.
No.
Morris to hold him. Snap a little high, but he drills this one, and it gets down by the tennis courts. So with the score, USJ 42, Jackson Christian 17, 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout on Jackson Christian football.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Now, we are back, and I have some concern now. Zach McDonald and Cam Boyd to return the kickoff. And this, and let's see if we can, if you will tell me where you saw
Mr. Mosley was over here. He was over here on the training table. Without, I'm the same way.
He may have gone to the.
Could have very well gone back to the locker room. Because I was doing the same thing during the break, looking for him.
A fine young player, just a freshman. His dad, the former star at Southside, T.J. Mosley.
Yep.
And I did so many of T.J.'s games, I get excited to call Jalen T.J. sometimes. And I'm sure he's proud to be called that. But he has cut his own path in high school football. Jalen Mosley. We'll try to keep you informed of his injury situation. Kickoff coming high. We may get to return this one. And we don't now because we played, remember the old baseball thing, Alphonse and Gaston, I got it.
You take it.
You take it and all that. Well, we kind of pulled an Alphonse Gaston, and it goes in the end zone. And, again, we will start at the 20. Our starting points tonight, the 20, our own 20, 31, 30, 22, 20, our own 37, our own 15, our own 20. Not great field position, Wesley.
It is not.
And the kicker is a good weapon for USJ.
Absolutely.
27.6 seconds. Cool heads win hot ball games. You don't panic.
That's right.
Even though you're behind, well, remember there was a team in a minute and 18 seconds came from, I think, 20 down the other night.
That's, wow.
And here's Boyd with some tough yardage, spins, and gets through there. I think the finishing on the tackle was Alex Wallace.
Number 11, yep. Give him about 4, though.
Yeah, and, you know, he's a tough little man,
yes,
tough runner. Cam Boyd.
That's going to be the quarter coach.
And that will run out, and we'll talk about it with USJ leading Jackson Christian here on the Jackson Christian Network, 42-17. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout.
We are a team composed of highly skilled physical therapists with new school treatment approaches and old school customer service principles. We are a community presence because we know our foundation rests in relationship building and involvement. We are leaders in this industry, and we're putting in time daily to develop that aspect of thinking. We're more than a business. We're a team composed of individuals governed by a set of core values. We're more than a physical therapy company. We're a movement in the profession. We are your premier physical therapy team in West Tennessee.
Back at Ronnie Fowler Field for fourth quarter action, Coach Joe Holloway, Wesley Freeman. Wesley, we can't dilly-dally. Your thoughts on what we've got to do to catch up?
Got to go and got to go quick. You know, we got to have some quick strikes, and then on defense we have to stop them.
And the code word is quick. Yeah, we have got to call the fire department, the police department, or something, and put their offense out.
That's right.
We've had some good stops, just not enough of them.
That's right. I think what's USJ punted maybe one time tonight?
Yeah, I believe Pledger had maybe one punt.
Yep.
Westwood has lost to Lexington 56-8. I'm surprised they scored.
Yeah, me too.
And not a whole lot. Maybe what?
Maybe a yard. And Haywood's opened up on Melrose too right now. It's 22-8.
I don't think they got any golden shoes guys there anymore.
No, that's what was that? If you wore the golden shoes,
you had to run the 110
or under a
flat or something like
under a 4.40 or something.
4.40, and they had some guys. Once upon a time, they had about 8 guys on the team like that. Third and a long 5.
Yep.
That one didn't do much.
No.
USJ right now winning the line of scrimmage. We've made some gains, but we're not making the consistent gain, and we haven't broken the big one. We give to Boyd, and he's going to be caught at the line of scrimmage. He gained maybe a half yard, but it's going to bring up a punting situation in 4th down.
Coach, a score that's surprising to me, it still hasn't updated. At the half, Henry County 3, South Gibson 0.
We'll have to see if we can get an update on that
baseball game.
Punting situation. Zach Cisco into punt. Walker Ray handles all the long snapping, both for extra points, field goals, and punts. Let's see if USJ chooses to rush it, or do they play punt safe here?
Well, they come after
They got it. Well, I thought we were lucky on that one. Cisco side got it away. Walker Ray pursuing down the field. Now the tackle will be made.
Yep, that's going to cost us.
Yep.
If we can get a replay on that, you'll see we had somebody jump in late right there. And that could be another targeting call as well.
And we had pretty good coverage then. Here's the Mitchell's replay.
Almost blocked that guy. You can watch him as he catches, bobbles it a little bit, and then reverses and goes right. And then we have somebody come in at the end right here. Yeah, that's.
And lowered the head too. Personal foul.
Yep.
It'll cost us 15 big ones.
Yep.
Now that's not what you need, because that right there puts your defense in worse position. 15 yards. USJ now in Jackson Christian territory.
At the 42. You know, you can look at that a couple different ways. That's just the young man didn't mean anything by just a hustle penalty.
Well, he was trying to hustle, but when you drop the head, they're going to call it like that.
Yep.
And you can't blame anybody. It's one of those that happened. But USJ has the football, which they want. They've got a slot left. Haynes in the backfield with Pettigrew, with the blocking back or the H-back, and they go straight ahead. We hit him in the backfield, but we didn't get him locked up, and he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards.
Yep, about 7. Had him in the backfield, and just kind of wiggled loose. Got to see Chance's dad today at the store.
Chance King, of course, a baseball player. He wasn't buying a new baseball glove, was he?
Buying a new baseball bat.
Oh, a bat. 103 yards for Steele Haynes unofficially. Bring Robinson out here to the right. We'll check the slot in a minute. But again, they give to Haynes. He bends it. We're chasing
nice job, Chance King.
Grabs his ankles and causes him to go down. Now, it'll be close to a first down if it's not a first down. Proper spot that time. I'll give him credit.
Yep.
And give Steele Haynes credit for trying to get him
There's
the
replay
down.
there. Nice play from behind by Chance. Yep.
3rd and 1. The Jackson Christian defense has to dig in. Trouble is there's several possibilities, including the option play.
I bet you that's what they run right here.
Let's see what they do. They clap. It's going to be the quick pass on us look in and into the middle, and it's complete for a first down.
It's complete to Barksdale.
10 for 13 now for Berkeley.
Now Chance is coming off. He's holding his ribs or something.
That's not good. The 11th first down, 6 in this half, only 5 in the first half. And they are threatening. Let's see if we can pick up where the football is.
It's on looks like about the 18
yards away from another score with 8:50 to go here in this fourth quarter. And they send Barksdale to the right.
Along with
Seals, and then another wideout. It's probably Drew Morris, isn't it? One receiver to this side. They ride it, read it.
Good job.
Tacker Nash initial hit, but Haynes bounced off. We didn't get it locked up. And he'll get some positive yards there.
About a yard, looks like.
Now they bring a new running back in.
It's Finch there. There's a replay on that there. Good job by Nash to stay with the play on that and got him by an ankle.
Waldrop, I believe, is in the ball game. Hunter Waldrop, 31.
31.
I believe that's who that is.
I've got him as Kevin Finch.
No, you're right. I'm looking at the wrong roster. Kevin Finch. Finch in at running back. give straight to him. He's got good yardage and plows down inside the 10. Don't believe it'll be enough for a first down, but it's going to be awfully close.
About 2 yards short, looks like. And Jones on the tackle there.
Third down.
Yep, there's the.
Got to hold them right here.
Hold them right
What
here.
is it, about 1.5? Maybe one?
Two.
Maybe two. Short 2, long 1.
Yep. Or, as you said, 1.5.
I get hung up on those halves sometimes. Third down, though. Got to hold. Straight ahead. And this time, just going to depend on the spot. That's all we can say.
Yep.
Kevin Finch, the junior running back and defensive back in there. And is that Steele Haynes?
Yeah, he's going to mark him short.
He is short. It's 4th and 1. They'll go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because even if they leave Jackson Christian the football and don't get the first down, Jackson Christian's got a long way to go.
Yep. And 2, they're taking time off the clock as well.
Yeah, they are. And I think they have figured it out at USJ that Mosley is not there to provide. Mosley's your game breaker.
They're going to call a timeout, I think.
They'll run it down into when they call the timeout at 1. USJ has taken a timeout. With the score 42-17, USJ up over Jackson Christian. Let's take a 30-second timeout on the Jackson Christian Network.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place or yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
We are back for a tough situation. It is 4th and a short 1. Jackson Christian needs the football. Another score by USJ would make it awfully tough. It's at the 6:25 mark. They called a timeout to make sure they get the play in the set that they want to run. USJ did. Jackson Christian's got to dig in, and this is one of those times you got to play team defense.
That's right.
But you need a great individual effort to stop.
Yep.
The H-back is to the left of the formation.
That's
Haynes in the backfield.
Look at here.
Linebacker started to come. Did somebody break?
Yep.
Hard count? No.
Yep.
Yes, offside Jackson Christian. That'll give the 12th first down of the contest for USJ, the 7th in this half.
And that's got to drive the coaching staff nuts because, during that timeout right there, what were they saying? Watch the ball.
Well, they could have even had no play timeout right there.
Yeah.
You come up like you're going to run a play, but you're going to wind up calling a timeout if you don't draw them off sides. Here's the handoff to Haynes. Haynes smelling that goal line. Did he get it?
He's close.
He's close. Looks like he stopped.
At the 1.
At the 1. Unofficially, Haynes with 107 yards. Adamsville is leading in their game 49-0. I'm not sure who they were playing, though. We do thank Bud Young for those scores from down that way. It's 45-0 over McNairy County right now. Hardin County is. Second goal from the 1. And here comes Haynes.
It just walked in. If we could find a replay of that, that'd be great. Because I just want to show you something here that I see. Before this ball is snapped, I want you to watch the tailback here. Watch this, Coach. Watch this right here. He's moving. Moving a little early.
Yes, he is. Interesting fact. We spotted that in the first half, too, and it happens more than you think.
Yep.
It's 48-17 right now. Here's the attempt by Pledger. Looks good.
It is good.
He's got a good, strong leg. It's now 49-17, 5:43 to go in this contest. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more Jackson Christian football.
Men, there's a new salon in Jackson, Race Clips, on South Highland, next door to Roland Safety and Supply. Whether it's a quick trim or a new look, Race Clips stylists can transform you to perfection. At Race Clips, you'll find all the products to keep you looking your best. Active duty military, veterans, and law enforcement officers receive a discount. Open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, 9 to 3 on Saturday. Race Clips on South Highland, Jackson. Go to race-clips.com.
We are back, 5:43 to go, and in a very perilous situation.
Yep.
The Eagles are trailing the Bruins 49-17, and I need to get my coaching equipment where I've got the freeze frame and I can advance it frame by frame. Very interesting situation.
Yep.
And, I mean, it's a hairline play, but
yes,
you got to be observant of that.
Yep.
Cam Boyd back and Zach McDonald, as we have not seen Mose. As a matter of fact, we can't even find him on the bench now.
I couldn't find him either, Coach.
Think he may be in the locker room. It'll be interesting to find out what the injury is. Here's the kickoff. It's going deep.
Yeah.
It will go into the end zone about 2 yards. And again, Jackson Christian, I'm not going to give you all the possessions, but we have not started in USJ territory all night.
And
very powerful weapon,
yep.
Pledger is.
Absolutely. I have a guy, there is no option to return the kickoff if it's kicked in the end zone in high school.
No, not in high school.
Right.
College, you can bring it out.
Yep.
Although I'd just soon catch it and bring it out to the 25 sometime.
Yep.
The pros you can bring out, because I want to say a guy named Abe Woodson or somebody like that. It may have been the quick guy on the Chicago Bears. I'm not getting his name. Returned one like 109 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Here come the Eagles. Cam Boyd wants to make – he dances – had more moves than a hula girl for a couple of really tough yards.
Yeah, yeah. One of our own, Jacoby Jones, that played it here at Lane, had a kickoff return for a touchdown against the Steelers, where Tomlin tried to trip him on the sideline. Remember that, Coach?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Jacoby was coaching at Lane, but he has taken a job at a little bigger institution of higher learning. Now we are unbalanced to the left of our formation here. They bring Boyd to the strong side. He gets across the 25 down to about the 27. Won't have a first down. He'll bring up a third, probably 3rd and 3, maybe a 3rd and 2, depending on the spot.
That looks like about 2. We've got to be rather brisk and go pretty quick right here.
Unofficially, I've got Boyd with 94 yards, and we'll have to check that against Greg Armour's official stats. 5-10 and counting, and the enemy of Jackson Christian is the clock right now.
Yep.
2 receivers and a blocking back to the right. The tight end is on the left. Here's Boyd, and he's not going. He's going to get stacked up and driven back by a host of USJ tacklers.
Like a no gain on that one.
Yeah, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we've got to be careful here, Coach. We got some guys that are getting up a little gingerly.
And they'll bring Zach Cisco in. I see Potts coming on, and some of the other young men that cover punts, Newsom. I think Collins has come on, maybe Green, to cover this punt.
We're going to have to be careful here not to get this one blocked.
Yeah, got to block really hard. And USJ would like nothing better than to block one.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the interior men want to try to get into that gap. We've got to pick them up. Snap a little high.
Yeah, he got it.
They got it blocked. It'll roll towards the end zone. 20 blocked it for them.
Yep.
That was Braden Roberts.
Yep. Been close all night. He finally got it.
Braden Roberts blocks the punt. It's recovered, obviously, by USJ. 5 yards away from another touchdown.
Yeah, he'd been close all night, Coach. Whenever we punted, almost blocking that thing, and he finally got it.
Defense has got its work cut out for it, and we were 3 and out then, which puts some tired young men back out there. It looks like Is that Haynes out there? No, they brought back now.
Timeout Jackson Christian.
Timeout Jackson Christian. They take a timeout. We'll take a timeout on the Jackson Christian Football Network.
Hello, I'm Wes Harris with State Farm Insurance. My customers love the fact that they can call me or my team members anytime. So when they're in an accident on the bypass with somebody that doesn't have insurance, or they come out of the grocery store and somebody's backed into their car and has not left a note, or they come home and there's a tree on the roof, or maybe water pouring out their front door, they call a local agent, somebody that they know. So call me, Wes Harris, with State Farm Insurance, located right here on Van Drive in Jackson.
Back out of a timeout here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. It's 49-17, but USJ, after a block punt, has the football 1st and goal from the 5. And you know that USJ wants to put another one on the board.
They do.
And they give to Finch, and he goes forward, and he's got several yards. Had good body lean running the football, and that's a tired defense. They're trying hard, Jackson Christian fans, but they are very tired young men.
Yep. And still a lot of the starters in for USJ.
Mostly starters.
Yep.
Strength of the formation to the right. They give to Finch again. He goes, keeping it. Pettigrew fooled me, breaks a tackle, and gets into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown.
A really nice play fake. I'll give him credit for that.
It was. He got me on that one. 3:25 in the 4th. 2 yards, Pettigrew. (55-17). With the almost automatic extra point by Pleasure to come up here. He is a very fine kicker. The kick is up. It looks good. And the officials say it is. It's 56-17. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. And we'll be back on the Jackson Christian and Worthy Road Studios Network.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing Deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Interesting football here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium,
to say the least.
I have coached a long time, and I'll let you make your own conclusions about it. Evidently, the gentleman's code that we used to play by doesn't exist anymore.
Cease to exist.
Anyway,
or at least in this
I need to, get into modern football and basketball. Here's the kickoff by Pleasure, the great kicker, and he does a good job. Sends it deep. It'll be caught right at the 1, just barely in front. Coming up, and the headgear is taken off. And when you tackle headgear like that, surprised the officials did not drop the handkerchief on that one.
Yeah, because he wasn't even remotely trying to tackle him. He grabbed him directly by the neck.
The interesting call.
Yep. For the most part, been a pretty good officiated ball game.
It's been a good officiated game. First and 10 on the Jackson Christian 20. 80 yards away from pay dirt. 2:38 to go. Boykin sends a man in motion. They give it on the jet sweep, cutting it back in after a gain of a couple of tough yards. And that is Banky running the football. Cooper Banky, junior, 5'9".
Little jawing going on there.
Yeah, and this is the time where you do a little preventive officiating.
Yep.
And it looks like one guy, the side judge, may have done a little bit of preventive officiating. Actually, the white hat needs to be the one to step in on that one. The give to Boyd, and they've got that one stacked up. Their pinch. They know that we are probably running the football. It's 1:47 and counting. It'll be 3rd and a long 8.
Mm-hmm.
Play will be signaled in. Still 19 on the play clock. Jackson Christian would love to get those 8 yards.
Sure. See if they decide to throw it. Nope, we're just going to stay with the run.
No, stay with the running game. Boyd over the hip of the right guard in between the tackle. He will come up short. He'll get a couple of yards, but he'll come up short of the first down.
Yep. Well, we're going to have to punt.
And let's see, we've got 27. It's 50 on the game clock, now down to 48, but the play clock only has 22.
Yeah.
It's 4th and 6.
About a 22-second difference.
And we could let it run down either with the timeout or take the penalty, either one.
Yep.
And we're going to go ahead and run a play, and that should.
That's exactly 22 seconds.
Now we stopped it, or the clock stopped it with a penalty, or did we stop it with a timeout?
Timeout.
Okay, a timeout.
Yep.
We'll exchange to the punting team.
Kids fought hard.
Very hard fought game.
Yep.
And somebody would say my next statement's going to be a little crazy. 56-17. It's not as bad as it appears with the scoring.
No, it's not.
The wheels did come off the bus. Here's Cisco's punt. Nice long punt, fair caught. Looks like Drew Morris back there. Clock still running. They have not waved it dead. It'll probably run out.
Yeah.
Clock runs down. 56-17 will be your final.
Yep.
USJ wins this region contest. Jackson Christian falls to 4-2 on the season. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll have some comments, some stats, and other things on this game on Worthy Road Studios, Jackson Christian, and 93.1.
Southern Family Dentistry's dental laser technology is a game changer for those who experience dental anxiety. Just imagine, no more drills. Look at some of Dr. Nathan Nash's patient results. We provide a relaxing environment to ensure a pleasant visit every time. From a simple cleaning to a full dental reconstruction. And now, prepless veneers. We're there when you need us. Dr. Nathan Nash will treat your family just like he wants his family treated. Check them out on Facebook to see all those loving smiles. Call 300-4545. Southern Family Dentistry, we want to make you smile.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Wes Harris in Jackson today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We are back here at Ronnie Fowler Stadium. You see the Eagles talking it over, and the score was 56-17. USJ wins this region contest, and I'm going to have to think. They definitely are in first place. I was trying to think if anybody is tied with them. I know Tipton Rosemark has not played us, and I forgot who got the COVID win. I think USJ had a COVID win, though, over Tipton Rosemark.
That may have been the case.
And you have to figure those things out with it. The Saturday Sports Roundup from 10 to 12 tomorrow, we'll have answers on the thing. A lot of unusual things here. And, again, it's kind of like what Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda talks about, perspective. Many of the things we cling to depend upon which way you see them. That's paraphrased, or which side you're on. And interesting things, some things to think about, especially for old school football, basketball players, coaches, fans, and tough contest. We opened up really well, took a lead at the 4:07 mark on a Zach Cisco field goal. They took the lead at 7-3 on a pass play, and we came back and took the lead back at 10-7 on a touchdown pass of 80 yards to Mosley. And it's just all kind of interesting. Then, we were down 35-17 or 35-10 when Boyd took 112 yards and scored. Steele Haynes had a big night for them. He scored several of their touchdowns. Kind of recapping, and the USJ offensive machine got going. Our defense from Jackson Christian would make some stops, but didn't get the stops sometimes in key situations.
A lot to ask for there from those Eagles, though, because as you mentioned throughout the broadcast, USJ set up with a great field position all night.
Absolutely, and of course they did well. They were in our territory for several of those possessions to start. Then they had it at their own 47. They had it at their own 46, and only one time did they have bad field position on the 7
on the punt.
Let's let Wesley give you a few scores that we can try to catch up on. Having a little slowness, on scores tonight.
Just
I know Lexington did win their game 56-8, Wesley.
Yeah, and Southside takes the loss against Westview 35-0. Fourth quarter, Huntington 41, Milan 19. Peabody's opened up against Lake County 30-6 now. Chester County's beaten. Chester's come back. Chester's beaten Obion County 20-13. That ball game in the fourth. Gleason over Greenfield 28-0. Let's see. Riverside looks like their game has actually gone final. 41-8 over Camden. Boy, Camden has taken a nosedive, have they not?
They really have. McConnell, the coach that ran the offense with not much defense, he did a good job with them last year, but he's either got some players hurt out with COVID. They're not scoring.
No.
Now, they don't play defense sometimes, although he's done better with his defense at Camden. But they've evidently. I've got one for you, Wesley. Trinity 30 and Tipton Rosemark 27. That's Trinity's first win.
Wow.
I know Dave McCulley was on the call of that game.
Yep. Hardin County picks up a win over McNary 45-0. That game has gone final. Jackson Northside 48, Liberty 0. That game has gone final as well.
And evidently Jesse Powell had some mercy there.
Must have.
Because Damari Wallace by himself is a very talented person. They got Pirtle at running back. They have the tall tight end that I can't think of his name right now. They could have put more on there. Got any other scores, or do we need to regroup for a minute?
Lexington beats Westwood 56-8, as you mentioned. Dresden with a big win over South Fulton 62-0. And that's about all I got right now, Coach.
Bolivar Central has beaten Craigmont 14-12.
All right.
Tell you what we're going to do is take a 1-minute timeout, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have Greg Armour with some final stats. Wesley and I'll have some final comments. 56-17, your final score. And we'll be back after a 1-minute timeout on the Jackson Christian Football Network.
Hello, folks. This is Gary Deaton, right here at Deaton's Carpet One. I want to let you know we've been in business for 48 years. Here's what I believe has made the difference. Our lifetime labor warranty on everything we install. Our healthy living installation, bacteria and germs cannot survive in our new flooring. Our beautiful guarantee, if you don't just love it, we'll replace it. It will make your flooring experience priceless. We're located on Freedom Highway, 1000 Highway 45 bypass in good old Jackson, Tennessee.
27 years ago, a vision became a reality and Snookum Steakhouse officially opened. We cut our steaks in-house and our ribeyes are full of flavor. The steak trimmings are used to make our certified Angus beef steak burgers, so when you order at Snookum's, you are getting high quality. Enjoy our salad bar and mini dessert. Also try our famous family recipe, the Pink Lush Fruit Salad. Come visit Snookum Steakhouse in Henderson, Tennessee. We are open evenings Tuesday through Saturday but closed Sunday and Monday. Snookum Steakhouse, come taste the difference.
And a tough score here for a final, 56-17 after such a great start. And the wheels kind of fell off the bus, and an unusual punt block at 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And
very unusual.
Very unusual things. Both teams played hard. They played well.
Yep.
Unofficially, Berkeley Pettigrew was 10 for 13 in the passing department with a couple of touchdowns. And Gage Boykin, I believe, wound up unofficially 9 for 12 and had a good night, threw a touchdown pass.
He did.
Cam Boyd will be right at 100 yards. And, again, remember, my stats are unofficial. He could have a few more than that. I could have missed a yard here or there.
Yep.
Greg Armour may can get over here. Campbell Scott had some good yardage in the first half. We didn't have enough possessions. We had a fumble that hurt and really kind of changed, really big-time changed the momentum because we were kind of matching things early.
Yep.
And USJ knew when to turn it up when the momentum went their way, and they did a good job of that. The option play gave us some trouble tonight.
Yep, it sure did.
And Pettigrew hit a couple of key passes. He's got some young men with good hands. Steele Haynes runs hard for him.
He's a good and a great athlete.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal football player. They got some, they've got some talent all the way around on that football team.
Yes, they do. Now, Cam Boyd runs hard and fast. Campbell Scott runs hard when he takes it. We did not have Mosley a good portion of the second half, and he is walking a little gimpily as we watched him go off the field. Reason we couldn't find him. Let's see what Greg Armour's got to say, and then Wesley will come back with a few scores and some final comments. And in the first half especially, we moved the football well enough. We made some adjustments and stopped some things, and then it's like the little guy in the Dutch boy story where you're trying to plug all the holes in the dam. We got some new holes in the dam, didn't we, Greg?
We have got some new holes in the dam.
Tough game because we, in some respects, we did not play that badly. But when the wheels do come off the bus, they come off the bus.
Yeah, the yardage, when I tell you the yardage, it won't reflect the score.
Yeah.
All right, for Jackson Christian in the passing department, Gage Borkin, 13 attempts, 8 completions, 184 yards, 1 TD. Leading receiver, Jalen Mosley, 3 for 92. Walker Ray, 3 for 85. In the rushing department, we rushed the ball 38 times for 151 yards. No, it's not. Yeah, 151 yards. Leading rusher, Cam Boyd had 23 for 108. Campbell Scott had 7 for 20. Jay Mosley had 4 for 16. And Potts had 1 for 6, Andrew Potts.
And that's not bad yardage, Greg. And really the passing game was pretty good out of that. It just – we didn't get enough plays at times we needed them.
We had 335 total yards.
Holy cow.
All right, for USJ, they passed 12 times, completing 9 for 162 yards. They rushed the ball 32 times for 195 yards. Leading rusher, Steele Haynes, 21 rushes, 117 yards. Number 8, I forget his name.
That is Barksdale, I believe. Yeah.
Barksdale had 5 catches for 101 yards.
He really hurt us in the passing game. He was able to get open.
So they had total yardage 357 yards to our 335.
See, you're right. The stats, it looks like it's a white knuckler or something like that, but they made big plays at times when they needed them, and that hurt us. We didn't come up in the second half. We didn't have an answer for the option until late in the fourth quarter. Then we defended it twice very well.
Yes.
Anything else that jumps out at you? Have you got a few defensive stats? Because I have learned that people like defensive stats.
Tackle Nash had 4 tackles, 1 assist. Zach McDonald had 4 tackles. Wyatt Jones had 4 tackles. Cedric Anderson had 3 tackles and 1 assist. Chance King had 3 tackles and 3 assists.
So we had people getting to the football. Had a couple of inopportune penalties. There was one of our offside penalties that really hurt too, and some things like that. Got to ask, using the word hurt, any word Jalen Mosley walking a little gingerly?
I haven't heard anything about him.
And he probably needs to be checked out. The trainers can only do so much here on the field. Next checkpoint's the locker room, and then if it's something they have to do that. Greg, what else do we need to know statistically? Oh, what about first downs?
First downs for Jackson Christian had us with 11, and for USJ had 12. Penalties, USJ had 1 for 15, and we had 4 for 29.
Not bad as far as yardage, just 2 of them came in inopportune time. The block punt, and I'm going to hold off commenting much on the block punt, and not because we did anything bad or anything like that. It's just I'm from the old school and gentleman's school of coaching, and I don't see it, and probably more than I should have said. But guess what? It's the truth.
Yep.
And any final comment, Greg, from you? It's an unhappy final, but we still did some things good.
No, we just got to, we did. There's some good things that we did that, we'll look at the film, and there's some things that we'll have to look at the film to correct.
Yeah. And I will tell you this, Trinity beat Tipton Rosemark 30-27 tonight.
30-27.
And that's our next opponent is next Friday night.
Next Friday
we got
night
to go
at
to Tipton Rosemark.
That's correct.
And a lot of good people over there. Of course, most of the people I know retired. Shannon O'Brien left there. Not Bobby Brown. I started to coach Baker. Bobby Baker was their headmaster and stuff. He retired. They had about Mike Mahoney has left. So I don't know if I know anybody over it. I think Coach Dean, one of Shannon's assistants, is the head coach now over there. But you know what? This one's over. Correct our mistakes, but we got to move forward.
That's correct.
Absolutely. Greg, always a great job. And like I said, if you got anything you want to say to the fans out there, I'm going to say keep their heads up.
We just got to keep our heads up and look forward to next week's game at Tipton Rosemark. It's a district game, so all these games coming up are district that we've got left. So, we just have to take them one game at a time.
Yeah, we can't be looking down the road. We got to get refocused, come up with a good game plan, which we can do. Our coaches are good. We'll have the recap show. I want you to come out there some night for the recap show. It's Tuesday night at Hub City Deli. Have Jackson Christian athletes and coaches out there. We put people on the air and talk to them. And our athletes don't charge you for autographs and pictures like the college guys do they?
No.
They're good kids, and we love them to death. And folks, remember, they're young men out here.
That's
we,
great.
the adults, we have to do the adult type thinking. Let them be the young folks and enjoy life and go to a good school and learn manners and learn how to be a good player.
That's
person.
correct.
Absolutely. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, and when we come back, Wesley and I will wrap this contest up.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
And we are back. Wesley Freeman. Wesley, your final comments on this really tough loss that started out so well and then the night ended a little flat.
Well, I think that you just hit the nail right on the head because you started out really, really good, thinking this might be a competitive ball game, which it was. I mean, you guys just heard Greg give the stats. USJ with 357 yards of offense to Jackson Christian's 335. So, those numbers right there are indicative of how close this football game was, with the exception of on the scoreboard.
Yeah. Good effort by both teams. Enjoyable football. If you liked offensive football, now you saw some good offense tonight.
Yep.
The USJ defense got tougher as the game went on, and we're a little concerned about Mosley. Greg, who usually knows a lot of stuff, and he hasn't been down on the field. He's been figuring his stats, and he gave you the official stats.
Yep.
Boyd had over 100 yards. Gage Boykin may have had, as far as yardage and completions, his best night as an Eagle.
What do you have, 184 in the air? Is that correct? I believe that's what
184,
I saw.
8 for 13, and a touchdown. And Pettigrew had a good night for them. So did Barksdale, Jace Barksdale, the wideout.
Yep.
I had 5 catches for them. We had 2 men with 3 catches. We spread the ball around.
Yep.
Walker Ray took that deflection reception.
He did.
And almost took it to the house.
Yeah, he did.
We just got to put things back together. Pat these young men on the back.
Yeah.
Be positive. Positivity wins things. I do have a final for you. Peabody did finish off Lake County 30-6.
Okay.
And Trinity Christian, I know Dave McCulley is really happy, 30-27.
It's a good win for the Lions there.
Yeah, and that's a good win for them. We have them later. They beat Tipton Rosemark. And, of course, Bolivar Central, who's kind of had it tough this year, they beat Craigmont 14-12. Wow. ECS, who we played, and that gave us our first loss. We only lost 21-0, and it could have easily been a very close game.
Yes.
Probably if 2 plays in that contest changes, we win 14-7 rather than lose 21-0.
Yep.
They beat Booker T. Washington 56-0 tonight. We can play football here at Jackson Christian.
Absolutely.
Fans, keep your head up tonight on the field. USJ showed that they outplayed us tonight. They played hard, and their fans should be very proud of their team and the effort that they gave. But Jackson Christian fans, pat these young men on the back. They went out there in front of the crowd and put on a good show for you. We got to heal some of those injuries. Wesley, any final comments?
I think going forward to next week to TRA, you put this one behind you. Yes, it is a region loss. However, you get a chance to redeem yourself against TRA next week and pick up a big region win. That game will be at TRA, and we'll have to do a little bit of traveling, but go down there and have a good week of practice this week, and then go down there and hopefully pick up the win down there. Again, I know this is crosstown rivals, and this is a tough one to swallow, but you gotta come prepared for next week and have a good practice week and show up ready to play on Friday.
You're right. Next game theory. Salute the winner as they go by.
Yep.
Get your focus on next week because you've got another region contest. Want to thank the athletic departments of both schools, and especially here at Jackson Christian, Jason Shelton and his crew, Shane Cisco, and the coaching staffs of both schools. And a great night for football. Sorry we couldn't bring you a win. Want to thank, I think our cameraman, Caleb, he's the best. Behind me, Summer and Gary Lockhart. We've got 2 of the really outstanding people, and we're going to miss Gary next week. I want to take him and wrap him upside the head. He's got to take a little time off. Summer's going to go with us, and you'll enjoy her producing and directing. But, Gary, we will miss you, and we appreciate – I think we've got a great crew. Of course, I love working with Wesley Freeman. He's one of the finest young men I know. And, of course, Worthy Road Studios, what a wonderful place. They do everything from church services to funerals to any sport. We've even done bull riding and a couple of things like that. Did you work the bull riding thing, Gary? Gary worked
the bull riding.
that. Anyway, we got to remind you that any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. We're going to say thanks for your time this time. Till next time, good night, all.